just electrified. Getting down towards Madison Square Garden, seeing the crowd already starting to build, the police officers surrounding the garden. It was a carnival-like atmosphere. Obviously, we knew we were something on the cusp of doing something that hadn't been done in 54 years. The magnitude of it was palpable. I mean, the energy, just everything just seemed to be so electrified. You try to keep yourself in the moment. You try to stay with your routine. Obviously, there's a much more at stake. And then, we found ourselves, much like we did in 87, up 3-1 in the series, losing to fifth game, where it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that New York Rangers were finally going to win a Stanley Cup after 54 years, only to find ourselves, the party atmosphere got a little bit delayed and then had to go back to Vancouver, which again, we got trounced in Vancouver, just like we did in 87. And now we're coming home for Game 7. And the same thing happened. It just, we felt good about our chances. We felt we were a better team than Vancouver. We felt that we should have wrapped up the series earlier against Vancouver, but that's the greatest thing about sports. You can think all you want, but the reality is they got a heartbeat over there too. They got pride over there too. They're there for a reason because they're a great team. And here we are in Game 7 and happen to go out and execute a great game plan to beat a very hungry, very young, very physical, hard team to play against in Vancouver. And luckily for us, we had a lot of experience. We had a dynamic, incredible amount of talent with Brian Leetch and Sergei Zubov, Alex Kovalev, Adam Graves, and Mike Richter and net, and then sprinkled in with some veterans, some hardened veterans with McTavish and Tikkanen and Steve Larmer and Noonan and Mateau and Jeff Bukaboom and Jay Wells and all the amazing players that banded together that year to create maybe not the most skilled team that's ever won a Stanley Cup, but if you look up the word team, they could put the 1994 Ranger team right there, and that year, that team epitomizes what a team is all about.
SiriusXM has soccer covered end to end. SiriusXM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's SiriusXM FC on Channel 157.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Sunday, April the 26th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, Boston Bruins host the Buffalo Sabres at 2 p.m., Bruins on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 921, Sabres on Internet 922. LA Kings face the Colorado Avalanche at 4:30 p.m., Kings on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 932, Avalanche on Internet 926. Montreal Canadiens face the Tampa Bay Lightning at 7 p.m., Canadiens on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 934, Lightning on Internet 945. Anaheim Ducks face the Edmonton Oilers at 9:30 p.m., Ducks on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 920. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Sunday, April the 26th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, Boston Bruins host the Buffalo Sabres at 2 p.m., Bruins on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 921, Sabres on Internet 922. LA Kings face the Colorado Avalanche at 4:30 p.m., Kings on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 932, Avalanche on Internet 926. Montreal Canadiens face the Tampa Bay Lightning at 7 p.m., Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 934, Lightning on Internet 945. Anaheim Ducks face the Edmonton Oilers at 9:30 p.m., Ducks on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 920, Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 930. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Sunday, April the 26th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Six-time Stanley Cup champion and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier stopped by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin to discuss what Game 7 means to him and what it's like to also lose a Game 7.
Well, when you think about the two greatest words in sports, you think about Game 7 for many reasons. Obviously, to get to a Game 7, both teams obviously very evenly matched from the literal sense, the Game 7. You don't have to be a sport fan to understand that something's big at stake and that you will go watch it, even if you don't know the teams, you don't know the players, you don't know the backdrop, because it's the greatest form of reality TV in the world, because there is going to be a winner and a loser. A lot at stake, obviously. But for me personally, it's a lifetime journey to acquire the skill set that's required to be able to perform when the stakes are the highest, under the most scrutinized pressure, when you're expected to perform. And you think about a Game 7 moment or Game 7, that's when you have to perform. It's a winner or go home situation. And what are the skill sets that are required to do that? Obviously, we've practiced our game and honed our skill set for years and years and years, tens of thousands of hours of honing our skills. But emotionally, mentally, what prepares you to play in those moments and perform when you're expected to? That, I think, is what really defines a Game 7 moment for the players that have excelled in Game 7 moments. And what are those life lessons that we can teach our young boys and girls, and the skill sets required to do that? The breathing, it's being able to slow your heart down, and your blood pressure goes up, and your decision-making is rash, and concentration varies because of all of it. What allows you to kind of really slow down and use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there. And we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never experienced what the Oilers did last year, of going all the way to the end in a championship game and losing in a Game 7. Anytime you get to a Game 7, it's a hard journey to get there. Two teams, evenly matched. It's been a war. It's been a tug of war. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's tired. And then to lose that is devastating. I think about my own experience in Game 7, winning 7 of them. The two still hurt to this day. What could I have done different? You always say that you got to lose in order to understand how to win. I do agree with that. I think there are lessons in loss and in failure, both as a team and as an individual. If I had my preference, I would have liked to have learned those lessons while I was winning. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But I look back at it now and just think about how grateful I am for all the lessons in wins and the losses, because it really ends up defining who you are as a person and as a player.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM.
Of being able to rally in series. This is Rogers Game Night on the OILERS Radio Network.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is your supplier of maximum comfort, bringing you the cool AC you need. You just have to call Legacy. Call Legacy for comfort at night when the hot air suffocates you. Call Legacy. Call Legacy for comfort in your wallet with no payments or interest for 1 year. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. You deserve comfort. Cool off today with AC from Legacy Heating and Cooling.
In Oil Country, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of Oil Country wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Game Night, courtesy of Rogers. This is our game. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for a year. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Let's go to who's hot and who's not. And against Anaheim, nobody's been better than Leon Draisaitl. 6 goals, 19 points, 10 career playoff games. It's almost 2 points per game for Leon Draisaitl all time against the Anaheim Ducks organization. To the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Bad news for Bakersfield. They won Game 1 of their best-of-3 series at home Thursday, beat Coachella Valley by a score of 6-1. Last night, rallied from a 4-2 deficit, tied at 4-4, took a penalty late, and Coachella Valley won it by a score of 5-4. Game 3 tonight in Coachella Valley down in the desert, 3-0 for the Firebirds over the Condors. Condors season comes to an end with a loss. Speaking of coming to an end, we got Dave Taylor on press row here in Anaheim, of course, now scouting for the St. Louis Blues. He was the man that drafted Andrei Kopitar, and one of the classiest players in NHL history, unequivocally, with all due respect to Wayne Gretzky. Andrei Kopitar is the greatest player in LA Kings history. His career came to an end today. Ken Holland's Kings lose in 4 straight games to Colorado Avalanche, a 5-1 victory. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Sabres have gone up 3-1 over the Boston Bruins. They absolutely pumped them in Beantown today. The final score was 6-1. And Tampa Bay has rallied from 2-0 down. They're down 2-1 in the series. They've tied it 2-2. There's 9 minutes left in the third period. And the Lightning are going on the power play looking to even the series. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Reminder, stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal of the Game. Whatever life brings, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Of note, today, John Shannon reporting, Edmonton Oilers assistant general manager Bill Scott, who interviewed in Nashville. Of course, Barry Trotz was represented by Bill's dad, Gil Scott, for a number of years. Bill Scott attended Michigan State. That is the school that Nick Saban coached before going to LSU and then the Dolphins and then Alabama. Bill Scott in the mix in Nashville, and today John Shannon reporting that the Vancouver Canucks are bringing Bill Scott in for an interview as well. So a little bit of news and notes around the National Hockey League as well. We're about 17 minutes away from face-off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Ever wondered what it would look like to combine your favorite sports team with your favorite casino games? Now you can! Play Alberta has partnered with the Edmonton Oilers to offer fans a top-shelf selection of exclusive slots and table games, including Edmonton Oilers Cash Eruption. Experience top casino games made for Oilers fans only on Play Alberta. It's your turn, Oil Country. Download the Play Alberta app today for your chance to score. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Oilers fans, this is one you won't want to pass up. Step into Coventry's newest Oilers fan cave in Crystalina, where every day feels like game day. Visit any Coventry show home now through April 23rd and enter for your chance to win the ultimate show home opener prize pack, packed with unforgettable Oilers experiences and a luxury stay. Details at coventryhomes.ca. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Two areas that definitely need to get tightened up is one, giving up odd man rushes. They're a very dangerous team off the rush, and we've certainly given them more than we should have on that in that area. and then just around the net front, tying up sticks, boxing out, and winning those loose puck battles. I think those are the two areas that we need to really get better at.
All right, there you have it. That is Chris Knobloch. It's just simple for the Edmonton Oilers. They got to play better. And they got to play tighter defensively as we bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, Tristan Jarry gets the start. The Anaheim Ducks had, and let's go through it here on Connor Ingram. Really good in the first game. I didn't like a couple of the goals, for sure one, possibly two in game two. Oilers defense, especially their top pairing, guilty of some turnovers. And then game three, Ingram played great in the first period because the Oilers were awful. But they did score. They had 3 scoring chances in the third period and scored on all 3. We see Connor Ingram not get the start tonight. It's Tristan Jarry. Your thoughts?
Well, the numbers are the numbers. He's 16th or 17 out of 16 and 17 goalies. Ingram is in the playoffs for save percentage and goals against average.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been terrible. I don't think he's been the problem, but he hasn't been the solution. And I said with Brendan earlier, they need a goaltender not just to make the saves that they're supposed to make, but they need to save some that they aren't supposed to make, because the Oilers defensively has not been good. And they're giving up too many grade A scoring chances, so they're going to need a goalie to steal some. And it wasn't getting done with Connor Ingram. So it's funny that Tristan Jarry was traded for with Stuart Skinner and Kulak for this moment. He was traded to be a playoff goalie, to give them the consistency that they felt they lacked. And it's taken a little bit longer for him to get the net, but here's his opportunity. Here's why they got Tristan Jarry. It's laid out for him right now. And if Tristan Jarry plays like they hope that he would, he might not give the net up the rest of this playoffs this spring. And that's what they need from him. But they need consistency, but they also need for him to steal a couple. He needs to make a couple saves he's not supposed to make, because right now we've seen an Oilers team just give up way too many good chances.
Yeah. Rob, I mean, they've given up 13 goals against in the last 2 games. I know they can score, but they always knew that Anaheim could score. Anaheim was red hot offensively. Anaheim's an emotional young team. They had swings during the course of the year. You know, they weren't any good down the stretch. They only won 2 of their final 10 games, and they stunk on a couple home ice games here and gave up a ton of chances and looked to be reeling. But they got a lot of talent, and the Oilers made it way too easy. And for me, they made it way too easy because they didn't simplify with what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not making quick decisions at the point with the puck. They're sitting there trying to drag and delay and play. You know, Connor and Bouchard are exchanging pucks at the blue line. They turn 2 of those plays into goals against on 2-on-1s and a break down the side, and that was a killer. You know, it's got to be stated. And so they got to manage the puck better, and it's got to be their better players. It's got to be guys like Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard, Rob Brown.
Well, it's funny. The role players haven't been a problem in this series. The role players have played well. But when your best defenseman normally plays 25 minutes a night and your best forward plays 24 minutes a night, you need them to be what they are. And they haven't been. McDavid and Bouchard haven't been what they are normally. And that's what the Oilers need. And it's funny. We've seen a bunch of games this year where the Oilers have played loose. And every time that they've somehow found a way to win, we say, well, it's okay. It works against Seattle. It might work against Chicago. Yeah. But when you play teams like Colorado or Dallas or Anaheim, it doesn't work, because those teams have depth that can score. And that's what we've seen in this period. When the Oilers have made a big mistake, Anaheim has made them pay. So the Oilers have to play a low event hockey. They're capable. They've gone to the Stanley Cup finals twice because they play low event hockey and they're good at it. So that's how they have to play against Anaheim. Anaheim wants to continue the series the way it's going, because, and this is what I said earlier with Brendan and John, we've seen when Ingram and Jarry and before them Skinner and Pickard were good for the Oilers is when the Oilers played consistent, predictable, low event hockey ahead of them. Yep. And they knew what to expect. They knew what to expect defensively. Where they've struggled is when the Oilers are loose. Lucas Dostal, he only knows high event hockey, because that's the only way the Ducks can play. So he's used to these kind of games and fits in well that way. But the Oilers goaltending has, when they play consistent, low event, they're good. But you can't continue to leave them out, hang out to dry. And Tristan Jarry needs a better defensive effort in front of him so he can succeed.
I think the two parts that are the most surprising for me is, Connor McDavid led the NHL in points, won the Art Ross, and Evan Bouchard led NHL D in points. And I'm surprised to the degree that they've struggled. And then the special teams, and they're tied to one another, Rob. The Ducks' power play is 4 for 8, Edmonton's 1 for 8, and giving up a shorty, and it's a huge difference in the series.
It is. You're looking at two things. The points aren't there. The power play is not. It hasn't looked effective at times, and a lot of it has been Connor McDavid trying to get the puck in and beat 2 or 3 guys, which does not work. And the other one is Bouchard forcing things. I mean, the play where he tried forcing a puck to McDavid and turns it over for the 2-on-1, he's got a bomb. Shoot the puck. But the other thing is the turnovers, and I think that's both Bouchard and McDavid trying too hard, trying to force things that aren't available. Simplify. And if I'm Connor McDavid tonight, and you will probably get a couple. If you get a 2-on-1, shoot. They're playing you to pass. Every time, last game he had 3 opportunities. All 3 tried passing. None of the pucks got through. Connor McDavid has as good a shot as anyone else in the National Hockey League. They are playing him to pass, and all 3 times they stopped it. So to me, they got to be better with not turning the puck over. And when they have the opportunity to shoot, that's what Bouchard is here for, his shot. That's what McDavid is here for, scoring goals. They've got to do that more.
Rob, let's go to the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford. Ford, ready, set, Ford.
Well, one of the things, I would imagine there will be a storm to start this game of Anaheim Ducks. You got to weather the storm. The first 10 minutes, you have a young team that's going to have the crowd behind them, and they want to win the game in the first 10 minutes. Weather that. And the second thing, low event. Low event, if you have nothing off the glass and out, if you have to ice it, ice it. If you have to take a whistle, take a whistle. Do not get into a game of pond hockey with the Ducks. That's where the Ducks are successful.
More with Rob Brown and Brendan Escott during our first and second intermission. Rob will join me post-game as well. Out-of-town scoreboard. The Tampa Bay Lightning, losers 3 straight years in the opening round of the playoffs. The first 3 games went to overtime for the first time since 1951 in a playoff series. The Lightning were down 2-0. They tied it 2-2. They got a 5-on-3. They did not score. But Nikita Kucherov just banked a shot in off of Morinville, Alberta's Brandon Hagel. Hagel's second game of the game. 4 minutes goal of the game. 4 minutes left. And the Lightning lead the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 3-2. And again, earlier today on the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard, Buffalo up 3-1. Buffalo drafted Brandon Hagel back in the day. Buffalo up 3-1 in their series against Boston by virtue of a 6-1 victory in Beantown. Man, Buffalo's going to be jacked up to close out that series. And the legendary career of Andrei Kopitar is over. The LA Kings swept in 4 straight. What was it Daryl Sutter once said about playing Colorado in the playoffs? It'd be a good week rude playing Colorado. Well, it turned out to be that for LA. They simply could not score. Andrei Kopitar's brilliant career, 2-time Stanley Cup champion. And again, the man that drafted Kopitar, Dave Taylor, is right by us here. He works for St. Louis. He never got to see it through, because they went with a different management team when they won the Cups in 12 and 14. But the Kings are out in 4 straight. Colorado waiting now for the winner of Minnesota and Dallas, and that is an awesome series tied 2-2. The Edmonton Oilers looking to elevate tonight, simplify defensively, play a more structured game, and they got Tristan Jarry in goal. Cam Moon with the call up next on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. Game 4 action live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California.
Life looks different for everyone. Maybe you're starting out, building a career, or stepping into a well-earned retirement. Whatever stage you're at, Alberta Blue Cross offers flexible personal benefit coverage, from prescriptions and dental to vision and travel coverage. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/personal today, or call 1-800-394-1965 to speak to a personal benefits consultant. Alberta Blue Cross, right there for moments that matter.
Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals never stops growing, and neither should your career. Heavy Metal Equipment needs heavy equipment technicians, and they need them now. They've grown by another 40 haul trucks, and they need you to keep them going strong. You'll never run out of opportunity with Heavy Metal Equipment. If you're a heavy equipment tech who wants growth, stability, and work-life balance, apply today to work in the Alberta oil sands tomorrow. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aiden Gannum. We are the Oilers Radio Network. We're getting ready here for Game 4 of this first round series. Ducks lead 2-1 as Edmonton dropped a 7-4 decision a couple of nights ago to this Anaheim team. And you know it's going to be super charged up here at the Honda Center. It had been since 2018 since they've had playoff hockey here in Anaheim, and you could feel it. You could feel it in the building. They were pretty excited about having their team back in the postseason, and I would say they responded as such. For the Edmonton Oilers, a chance to even things up in this series, heading back home. And it would be a best of 3, and you got home ice. So they got to find a way to get it done here tonight against Anaheim. The Oilers playoff 50-50 presented by Rogers is back with some of the world's largest jackpots. Tonight's early bird prizes include $10,000 cash as well as 5 lifestyle packages with $500 for Safeway, Esso, and Skip. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. The line of Leon Draisaitl, Vasily Podkolzin, and Kasperi Kapanen. They've got points in the previous 3 games in this playoff. It's been the best line for the Edmonton Oilers, and they'll need to continue to roll here against this Anaheim team. For the Ducks, Jackson Lacombe has been outstanding on defense for them. He's got points in the first 3 games of this series, 6 points in total in the first 3, so he has been solid on the back end as the Edmonton Oilers and the Ducks get ready for first period action here at the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Game 4 of this series. Ducks up by a margin of 2-1, and we will head down for the anthems.
Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts, we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Game 4 of this first round series, the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. Ducks lead 2-1. We get ready with our starting lineup. Brought to you by Coventry Homes. Check out the newest fan cave in Kristalina Nera or any Coventry show home for a chance to win Oilers prizes. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, it's Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Kasperi Kapanen. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Connor Murphy. And goal, it's Tristan Jarry. For Anaheim, Mikhail Granlund with Alex Killorn and Beckett Seneca up front. On defense, Pavel Mintyukov and John Carlson. And goal, Lucas Dostal. The referees, Francois St. Laurent and Jake Brink. On the lines, Tyson Baker and Trent Knorr. As we get ready to go here at the Honda Center, everybody standing on their feet as we await the puck drop here tonight. All right, look like they're all ready to go, and Game 4 underway as it goes back into the Edmonton zone. Nurse in behind the net, rimming it up the right wing. It goes off of Kapanen, caught up in his skates. Killorn trying to dig it out for Anaheim. And the puck along the boards inside the Edmonton end. And Murphy across to Nurse, stops in behind the net, gives it back to Murphy on the right wing. Up the left side, that pass in behind Draisaitl, and John Carlson with it inside his own end. Left wing to Mintyukov, to center where it's picked off by Dickinson. Goes to the right wing corner. Now in behind the Anaheim net. Dickinson to the left wing point. Wallman shot. It loose in front. Scores! Kasperi Kapanen had it dropped right down by his feet. He makes it 1-0 Oilers.
Well, the Oilers get a huge break here right from the get-go, but you got to make quick decisions and put pucks on net. And that's what Jake Wallman did. And how about this playoff so far for Kasperi Kapanen? He's playing for a contract. He finds the loose change, and he's got his 4th goal of the series. 38 seconds in, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
Just put it towards the net. It looked like it went right off of Mintyukov, dropped down in front of Kapanen. He smacks it in, and it's 1-0 Oilers. So a great start for Edmonton. Dickinson winning the draw. Puck went off the stick of Emberson. Gauthier can chop it into Edmonton territory. Wallman got it up the left side. It comes across to Emberson, now to Dickinson. Into the Anaheim zone to the right wing corner. Hines takes him to the boards. The puck along the boards. Hines on the left wing for Gauthier. Out through the middle to Terry. He'll drop it on the right wing. It's shot in by Hellison. 1-0 Edmonton here in the first period. As Roslovic on the right wing through the neutral zone will shoot it in just wide of the Anaheim net. Ellison across to Lacombe up the left wing, directed in by Kreider. Jarry out to stop it. Jarry's first action since April 6th. He played the third period in San Jose that night. McDavid will bring the puck in to the middle off of Savoy. He'll go to the right side, try to sweep it down into the corner. Lacombe can go cross ice to Viel and off the right wing boards and in. 1-0 Edmonton, minute 40 gone here in the first period. Bouchard in behind the Edmonton net, gets away from Viel, comes up the right wing. Into the Anaheim zone, comes across the top of the circles, poked off his stick.
Put the puck on the net from there. Make the goalie work, Cam.
Moore will shoot it in. Bouchard behind the Edmonton goal, right wing corner to Szymanski. He gets taken hard into the boards. Puck gets turned over. Shot on the left side by Paling. Doesn't get through. Puck to the right wing point. Carlson, he'll let it go. Glove save made by Jarry. He holds on. 2 minutes, 13 seconds gone in the first. Edmonton up 1-0.
So Evan Bouchard leading the rush up the ice, and then he button hooks inside the blue line. Just put it to the net. You got a great shot. Make the Guardian work. Should be Dickinson and Wallman on the assist of Kapanen's goal, his fourth of the playoffs, just 38 seconds into the first period.
Good to see Jason Dickinson back in the Edmonton lineup.
Out of town update. Series tied 2-2, Tampa and Montreal. Mourneville's Brandon Hagel with the pair, including the winner. Lightning win 3-2 in Montreal. They go game 5 in Tampa.
McTavish inside the Oilers zone to the right wing point for Carlson. A shot. Glove save made by Jarry. He holds on to it. Another face-off in the Edmonton end.
This is an important start tonight for Tristan Jarry. And the Oilers have got Draisaitl out here with Lazar and Frederick. Colton Dock is sick. That's why he is not in the lineup. He has played well in limited minutes for Edmonton in this series.
He's off to the left of Jarry.
Paling at 54% in the faceoff circle in this series. Draisaitl's at 55.4.
Draisaitl to Nurse, to Murphy behind the Edmonton goal. Goes off of Kreider to the right wing. Lazar trying to get it out. He can't. Shot over to the right wing. Carlson towards the net. That gets blocked by Nurse.
Good job fronting the puck by Darnell.
Murphy to Frederick. Into the Anaheim zone on the left wing. A shot and the save made by Dostal. He'll cover it.
Nothing wrong with that, though. Put it to the net. Oilers didn't get enough shots early in game number 3. Oilers had 37.5 shots on goal in the opening 2 games of the series. But the Ducks badly outplayed and outshot Edmonton in game number 3.
Face off to the right of Dostal. 20 saves in that 7-4 win over the Oilers on Friday. There's Dickinson to take this draw. Dickinson, who played the first game of the series, missed the next 2. Back in. He gets kicked out of the face-off circle. It'll be Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And the puck back to the left wing point. Wallman rips it, and that one just off of Dostal. And the puck in behind the net. Jake Wallman has got a blast from the point.
Well, Jake Wallman's got a shooter's mentality here early. He is not screwing around. He's put it to the net every chance he gets.
Wallman just inside the line. Went off of Killorn. Puck comes across. Emberson on the right to McDavid for Nugent-Hopkins. He gains that center ice line, shoots it in. Hines takes it behind his net. 1-0 Edmonton. We are 3 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in the first period. As they take on the Ducks in game 4, Killorn will bounce it into Edmonton territory, and at his own blue line is Bouchard. High in the air. And getting to it was Jackson Lacombe just before Zach Hyman. Puck dumped into the Edmonton end. And it's Bouchard on the left wing for Ekholm to center ice to Savoy. Just passed through the middle. That one was blocked by Lacombe, and he will clear it out up the left wing. Gave it to Terry. Comes into the Edmonton end to the left wing corner. Back to the blue line for Lacombe. Across the line to Trouba. A shot. That doesn't get through. There was lots of traffic in front of the Edmonton net. Trouba has it on the right wing point. He gets checked, and it comes loose. Savoy into the Anaheim end on the left. His pass to the middle in behind McDavid. And Trouba in his own zone to Lacombe will take it behind the net. 1-0. Edmonton leads. 4:15 gone here in the first period. Lacombe shoots it into the Oiler end. It goes to the right wing corner. Nurse to Murphy. Up the boards, just past Kapanen. It comes out. Kapanen, the goal scorer for Edmonton. He's got points in all 4 games in this series. As McTavish leaps back to his own blue line on the right wing to Carlson. On the right side, just off of Paling and in. Jari can stop it. Now helps it around on the right wing. Kapanen able to get it out to Draisaitl. Comes into the Anaheim zone. Across to Nurse. The shot and the save made by Dostal. He'll cover that up as Nurse jumps into the play.
I like the fact that the D's shooting right away. They're getting it. Too many times they were trying to hold on and make plays. Jackson Lacombe, he went 39th overall in the 2019 draft. Edmonton had the pick before that. That was Raphael Lavoie. What a pickup for the Ducks, getting Jackson Lacombe.
6 points so far in this series for Lacombe. Face off to the right of Dostal. Dickinson against Washi. The puck to the left wing. Roslovic to the blue line to Walman. His shot, and that goes off of Minchikov. And Viel will get it out. It's in the neutral zone. Along the boards, Minchikov trying to get it out of the skates of Dickinson. He does. Gives it back to Carlson. Up the right wing. Walman read that. Brings the puck in. He'll shoot it wide of the net. Roslovic, right wing corner. Up against the boards with Minchikov. Washi in there too, but Dickinson wins the battle. Puck goes in behind the net. Carlson up the right wing. John Carlson for the Ducks. Being pestered on the play by Nugent Hopkins. It gets turned over to Lazar. Comes into the Anaheim end, goes to the left wing corner. Got tripped up by Lacombe. Penalty coming up to the Ducks as they touch it. Edmonton will go on the power play. 5 minutes, 36 seconds gone here in the first, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
So the Oilers had the 5th best power play in NHL history this year during the regular season. But they're only 1 for 8 in this series. They did score in the last game. Of course, Leon Draisaitl missed the final 14 games. Zach Hyman missed 5 of the final 6. Fans don't like the call.
Well, Oilers go on the power play, presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Let's see if there's an impetus to get it to the net early off a face-off win for Edmonton.
Face off to the right of Dostal. As Draisaitl takes the draw against Paling, it goes across on the left to Minchikov. Out through the middle to Paling. Into the Oiler end, down the left wing. Paling, left wing corner, angle shot off the shoulder of Jari, and it goes out of play.
I got to tell you, when I saw Ryan Paling scored a hat-trick in his first NHL game. Late first-round pick for the Canadians. Didn't really pan out there. Went to Philly. I didn't see him having this kind of game here that he has shown. He's really improved.
You mentioned it earlier. I think he's got faster.
Yeah.
Bouchard will slide in behind the Edmonton net. On the left wing can bump it back to McDavid. McDavid into the Anaheim end, top of the circle. Rims it around on the right to Draisaitl. Kicks it up to the right corner, and Minchikov get it through the middle, couldn't get it out. Good job by Draisaitl to keep it in. He goes to the right wing corner, to the blue line for Bouchard. Now on the left to McDavid. Over to Draisaitl, to Bouchard. The shot and a pad save by Dostal. Puck to the point. Bouchard, left wing to McDavid, into the corner. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. To the blue line in the middle. It's Bouchard. Comes over to the right. Now to Nugent Hopkins. A shot. Scores! Wow, that one was a bank shot. That went off of Hyman and in. And the Edmonton Oilers are up 2-0.
Well, that's how you got to move it around, because Anaheim's been very assertive on the PK, trying to take time and space away from Edmonton's top players. Nugent Hopkins threads one down low, and Hyman gets a piece of it at the side of the net. The Oilers swing it around, and it was Draisaitl that stripped Alex Killorn. The puck kept the puck in, and then Bouchard down low to Nugent Hopkins on the backdoor tap in. He finds Hyman. Hyman's second goal of the series. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
6:32, time of the goal. 2-0 Edmonton leads. As Hellison to Gauthier on the left to Terry. Puck goes to the left wing corner. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Edmonton 1-for-1 with a man advantage as Podkolzin will flip it out. And we'll say they were offside. So we will take a break. 6:50 gone here in the first.
Hold on.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Where did the pass originate from?
Yep, that's right. So we won't take a break.
Well, they've gone to... No. We're not. Hold on a sec here. Now we are... Oh, we are... Hold on. What's... All right. Here we go.
All right, we got it all figured out. 2-0 Oilers lead. 6:50 gone here in the first. From the Honda Center in Anaheim, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Oilers fans, celebrate the Stanley Cup playoffs with the bundle made for sports fans. With Rogers Xfinity Internet and TV, you'll have Canada's most reliable internet and the best entertainment experience. So you can stream Bouchard's Body Checks in every room of the house. Watch every Draisaitl Dirty Dangle at home and on the go.
And there it is!
And admire McDavid's magic all season long.
Spectacular!
Bundle today and bring hockey home on Canada's best 5G Plus network. Learn more at rogers.com/5G. Rogers, this is our game.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, 2-0 Edmonton leads. Kasperi Kapanen, and as it sits right now, it says Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The puck did hit Pavel Mintyukov in front of the net. Bob and I thought it maybe went off of Zach Hyman before it did, but
we'll see.
We'll see, exactly. We'll see. Oilers scoring on the Atco Energy power play. So they're 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Face off to the left of Tristan Jarry. And the puck behind the Edmonton goal. Murphy up the right wing. It doesn't get out. Seneca kept it in. Jarry plays it up on the glass. Goes past Carlson. It comes out. Draisaitl cross ice. Got the puck into Murphy. Now over to Frederick. He just missed him. Puck along the left wing board. Seneca to center ice to Killorn. Cross on the left to Mintyukov. It goes into the Oiler end and cleared out by Podkolzin. Right to Draisaitl. Into Anaheim territory. Right wing corner. Kapanen left side now to the left wing point to Wallman. Wallman around for Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the point, the shot, and the save made by Dostal as Emberson let it go. Dostal got it with the glove and held on. Frederick going to the net.
Well, Frederick just got double shifted. I'm a little bit perplexed why. Now his line mates, now he comes out with Szymanski. So this is a departure for Chris Knoblauch, and he simply has to get more guys involved. So here you have an O-zone draw. Your team's out shooting Anaheim 6-3. You're up 2-0. And he's got his fourth line starting the shift on the in the offensive zone, which has been a rare occurrence, though he has tried to do it a little bit more as the season wore on.
Face off to the left of Dostal. 2-0 Oilers. 7:37 gone here in the first period. Puck to the left wing corner, and Hines up the board. Szymanski kept it in, gave it to Frederick, a shot, and the save by Dostal with the glove. Be another face-off in the Duck zone.
Well, Chris Knoblauch will take this start all day. Good long-range shot from Frederick that Dostal was able to track.
Oilers are putting a lot to the net.
Well, we thought they would. I told Brendan before the game, said I think they need 15 shots in the first period. They're at 7 shots in 7 minutes here.
Puck to the left wing corner. Lacombe. Cross to Trouba. A little saucer pass up the left side. Skips over the stick of Viel. Bouchard will go behind his goal. Up the left wing for Ekholm. Now to McDavid. Comes into the Anaheim end. To the left wing corner. In behind the net. Over to the right. His pass to the line. Hits a stick. Ekholm will keep it in. Right wing corner to Savoy. Chops it around. And on the boards was Trouba to get it to the line. Ian Moore to Trouba. Cross on the left to Lacombe. And he'll shoot it in as he takes a hit from McDavid. And Ekholm just dodging most of the hit by VL.
That's a big hit by VL. He's been physical presence.
With Carlson on the right wing to Gauthier. He'll flip it in. It's gloved down by Wallman. Get it up the left wing boards. It doesn't get out. Puck to the middle. A shot was blocked as Terry tried to let it go. Carlson gave it to Terry. Poked off his stick by Wallman. Puck to the left wing point. Minchikov over to Carlson. Around in behind the net. Gauthier's pass to the middle of the ice. Broken up by Roslovic. He'll get it out to center. Turned up by John Carlson. Now to Leo Carlson. He'll shoot it off a stick. Goes into the right wing corner. 2-0 Edmonton leads. We played just over 9 minutes of the first period. Puck along the left wing side in the Edmonton end. Gauthier to Terry. Hit him in the skate. Roslovic can bring it out. Softly off the right wing boards. He'll go off for a change as Trouba will take it in behind his net. Now Trouba. Long pass off of Kreider. Goes into the Oilers zone. Puck in behind the goal. Murphy on the right wing to Podkolzin. Out to center ice. Give it to Kapanen. He'll dump the puck to the right wing corner. Draisaitl recovers right side through the middle, but that gets beyond everybody. Comes out.
Leon's hunting pucks. He's created 3 turnovers already here in the first period. One that's led to a power play goal.
Oilers up 2-0. Are almost halfway through the first period. Lacombe on the left wing in his own end. Left side to Palin. Will dump it cross corner. Goes to the right wing. As McTavish taken to the boards by Nurse. Jams the puck free. It's top of the circle. And Draisaitl will get it to the line and just out. Hyman at center. And that is sent free to Minchikov. And the Oilers are caught on an offside right at the Anaheim line with 9:44 to go here in the opening period of Game 4. The Edmonton Oilers lead the Ducks by a score of 2-0. We'll be right back from the Honda Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You think you know the Brick? Well, did you know that Edmonton is where we started? And that's why we're proud to be a sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers. Can't make it to a game? Well, the Brick is the place to build your ultimate sports viewing room. We've got an unreal selection of game-worthy seating and the best TV and home theater brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. So, if it's time to upgrade for the big game, think the Brick. A proud sponsor of your Edmonton Oilers.
Ever wondered what it would look like to combine your favorite sports team with your favorite casino games? Now you can! Play Alberta has partnered with the Edmonton Oilers to offer fans a top-shelf selection of exclusive slots and table games, including Edmonton Oilers Cash Eruption. Experience top casino games made for Oilers fans only on Play Alberta. It's your turn, Oil Country. Download the Play Alberta app today for your chance to score. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Legacy Heating and Cooling jingle auditions take one for Gene Principe. Hey, thanks for being on time.
I'm always punctual. Now, how about some cool beats while I drop the heat?
Ready when you are.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Nice.
Boom! I'm a musical genius.
Legacy's gonna love this for AC season.
What's not to love with no interest and no Principe payments for 1 year?
Are you always like this?
Yep. Unlike Legacy, I never know when to cool it.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Honda Center. 2-0 Oilers lead in the first. Oilers playoff 50-50. That current jackpot, what did you say, 3.7?
$3.25 million.
$3.25 million. You get your tickets now anywhere in Alberta. EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. At center ice, Wallman will shoot it in. Minchikov into the left wing corner, up the boards, off of Ty Emberson, goes right to Frederick. Frederick trying to protect it. It's pass to Lazar. Doesn't get to him. It's top of the circle. Killorn will get it out. 9:25 to go here in the opening period. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Kapanen and Nugent-Hopkins. The goal scorers for Edmonton. Puck in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Seneca to the left wing point. To Lacombe, to Seneca. To the blue line, to Lacombe, and he'll shoot it high and wide of the Edmonton goal. Szymanski got it in through the skates of Emberson. That is swung back to the line and just knocked out of the zone by Frederick.
Good stick from Trent Frederick there. He's playing left wing tonight. He's been playing right wing the first 3 games. Again, Colton Dock is out with an illness. Oilers get Dickinson's line out.
Lacombe out from behind his net. Up the left wing to Gauthier. Now to Terry, but he missed him with it. Nurse get it to center ice to Dickinson. And he'll come into the Anaheim end on the left wing. Tried to shoot it. That's blocked. Gauthier up the left side to Troy Terry. Mishandled it a bit. Now to Lacombe for Gauthier. His shot, and that just went wide. It went off of Nurse. Changed speed and direction and just missed. And Nurse has got it now. Left wing to Dickinson. To the neutral zone, he'll shoot it in. Edmonton will make changes.
Much better job of Edmonton transitioning the puck out of their own zone.
Lacombe with it in behind his goal. A long pass through the middle to Paling. He'll come in, he'll get it across to McTavish, and a great save made by Jari coming across as Mason McTavish with the chance on the right side.
Well, that was a great stretch pass from Jackson Lacombe, and it dissected the Oilers up the middle of the ice. And they got a real good opportunity there. And this was after the off-speed pitch almost beat Tristan Jarry.
Wow.
Got a piece, you said it, picked up Nurse and
changed direction.
That's kind of how he gave up the one against Utah, right?
That's right. It slowed up and went a different direction. Puck sent out. Trouba across his line to Lacombe. Lacombe on the right to McTavish. He's into the Oiler end. Down the right wing for Paling, and that is off his stick. It comes out.
Excellent job in defensive support from Savoy to break that one initially up.
Kreider to McTavish. Couldn't get it in. It'll be Savoy into the Anaheim end. Tried to cut through the middle. He almost got drilled by Lacombe. Went off of Lacombe, and it came out. Off the left wing. That hits the stick of Savoy. Goes into the Anaheim end. 2-0 Edmonton. 7:15 to go here in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Honda Center for Game 4 as Killorn will shoot it in. Seneca into the left wing corner. Ran right into Emberson. Puck goes to the left wing, and it's Podkolzin up the boards off of Seneca, so Wallman will go in behind his net.
And this is where they play this 1-2-2, and the Oilers have had problems getting it, and it's because they're not attacking as a 5-man unit. They're trying to hit the long stretch against the 1-2-2. I think they might have to alter their game plan a bit here.
Viel will dump the puck in. Nurse to the right corner, the right wing boards for Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Podkolzin, left wing to Nurse, comes into the Anaheim zone to put it towards the net, and the save by Dostal. Puck cleared out of the zone by Moore.
Don't even mind that. You forced Dostal to do some work.
And it was sitting there.
Right.
With the rebound. Nurse comes out from behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing for Szymanski. Into the Anaheim end. Poking him behind the net, goes after it.
Oilers have stuck McDavid out here, Szymanski and Hyman.
Terry to center ice, left wing. Leo Carlson driving down the left side, trying to go to the net. It goes right to Jari. He'll cover it up with 5:59 to go in the first. Oilers up 2-0 on the Ducks, and we're going to take a break. We're here at the Honda Center. It's Game 4 of this series. Ducks lead 2-1. We'll be right back. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heavy metal equipment and rentals never stops growing, and neither should your career. Heavy metal equipment needs heavy equipment technicians, and they need them now. They've grown by another 40 haul trucks, and they need you to keep them going strong. You'll never run out of opportunity with heavy metal equipment. If you're a heavy equipment tech who wants growth, stability, and work-life balance, apply today to work in the Alberta oil sands tomorrow. Get a heavy wallet with heavy metal equipment and rentals, helping you move the earth.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-0 Edmonton leads. 5:59 to go in the first. Face off to the right of Tristan Jarry. Puck to the right wing corner. Murphy's pass got intercepted. And it'll be Kreider over to the right wing. And to cycle that into the corner. It goes to the top of the circle. Oh, drilled towards the net by Hellison. And the save made by Jarry. Puck cleared out off of Dickinson. That's going to be... no, it's waved off.
But they thought the Duck player touched it there. Lazar with a clean face-off win, and he needs to bring that for Edmonton. He's in there.
Ekholm in his own zone. Got taken to the boards by Paling. It's lifted up and out by Roslovic.
They are forechecking Ekholm hard, forcing him.
Trouba, right wing to Seneca. Good job by McDavid. Took him over to the right wing boards. And it'll be Killorn to flip it in. It goes to the left wing corner. I thought that was going to go out of play. It's along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Seneca, they go off of him to the middle. Bouchard through the middle, just missed Savoy. And then Savoy just missed a hit from Trouba. The puck comes into the Oiler end on the right wing. Granlund in front of the net off the stick of Killorn, and that goes wide. Killorn behind the Edmonton goal. Over to the right, he'll jam it on net, and the save made by Jarry. Comes in front of the goal, comes back left wing point. The shot saved by Jarry, hit him in the left shoulder as Lacombe with the chance cleared out, and it'll be icing against Edmonton.
Thought there could have been a cross-check right in front of the net. And Trouba going for one of his patented heavy hits right in front. I mean, it's right in front of the official. I'm not sure how Beckett Seneca gets away with the cross-check that creates a point-blank look for the Ducks, but he did.
Good stop by Tristan Jarry. Puck to the left wing point. Hines couldn't get it through. And there's a quick shot by Gauthier and a right pad save by Jarry. But Colson will get to center now. He'll loop back. But Colson into his own end for Ty Emberson. Up the left wing to Draisaitl. Across ice for Kapanen. A shot and a save made by Dostal. It was a hard shot by Kapanen off the right wing. The puck near the top of the circle. Draisaitl, puck Colson back to Draisaitl, and that doesn't quite connect. So Mintyukov to John Carlson. Carlson under 4 to go here in the first. 2-0 Edmonton leads. He'll shoot it in. Goes to the right corner. Emberson behind the Edmonton net to Wallman, but in came Moore. Moore gets knocked down by Nugent Hopkins. They're trying to dig it out. It's in skates. It will go to the blue line, and Trouba on the right wing point. A shot, and that one hit Wallman, and it goes wide.
That one hurt him.
Yeah. Right wing point, Trouba again. His shot saved made by Jarry. The rebound, Jarry got that too. Puck to the right wing point. Trouba. Penalty coming up to the Oilers once they touch it. And it's at the blue line, and Lacombe's going to take it out.
Oilers need to get a change here.
Goaltender on the bench for the extra attacker. Penalty coming up to Edmonton. On the right wing, Granlund. And now touched by the Oilers. And with 3:04 to go in the first, Edmonton up 2-0, but the first power play of the night for Anaheim.
And this has been a red-hot Anaheim power play. 4 for 8 in the series. Wallman going off. And the problem is Draisaitl would be a face-off option here. Instead, it's going to be Dickinson and Savoy. Granlund against Dickinson to take the draw. Granlund had 4 points last game. He's been killed the Oilers on the power play all year.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck in the middle on the blue line. John Carlson on the left. Now to the middle, a shot doesn't get through. Dickinson and off of Savoy. It'll get to the line and out.
Dickinson had his stick hacked right out of his hand, was looking for a call. He didn't get it.
Leo Carlson weaves through center, comes into the Oiler end to Granlund on the right. Granlund along the right wing boards to the point. John Carlson, left side. Gave it to Terry. He's top of the circle on the left. Terry to the left wing corner. To the blue line to Carlson. Right side to Granlund. To John Carlson. Has it in the middle. He'll take a shot. Save made by Jari. Found it through the traffic. Got it with the glove. Held on. 2:17 to go in the first. 2-0 Oilers lead.
Of course, Jay Woodcroft coaches this power play for Anaheim. And the former Oiler head coach had a 34.2% power play. Highest in NHL history back in 22-23. Got to win D-zone draws if you're the Oilers.
Face off to the left of Jari.
Granlund waved out here.
Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. As the puck goes over to the right wing, Bouchard can wind up and drill it down the ice. Dostal will set it. And Carlson swings it back to Terry. Gets through the neutral zone, goes across to Leo Carlson into the Oiler end. The right wing point for Granlund. To John Carlson on the blue line, left wing corner for Terry. Then gave it away to Ekholm, and he'll play it off the boards and out of the zone.
So Ekholm reading off of Bouchard, forcing the play, creates the turnover.
Lacombe through the middle now. Lacombe gets to the Edmonton blue line, dishes it on the right, gave it to Gauthier. Gauthier to the slot to Killorn. He's got to go over to the right. Give it to Gauthier.
Gauthier will shoot from here.
He's from a sharp angle, but has control to the point to Lacombe. Now on the left to McTavish. Back to Lacombe on the blue line. To McTavish, left wing corner. Across to Gauthier, and his shot goes high and wide. McTavish over to Gauthier. That is picked off by Nugent Hopkins. He'll get it down the ice. Penalty is over. And Anaheim's 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Last minute here in the first. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Trouba in his own zone. Right wing to VL. Into the Oiler end. Cross on the left to Washi. Back to the point. A shot, not much on it. Saved by Jari. And the rebound goes into the right wing corner. And it's Draisaitl. Around the left wing boards. Off of Hyman and into the Anaheim end. And we got 34 seconds to go here in the first. Washi to Trouba. Still inside the Anaheim zone. Through the middle. He just missed connecting with VL. Puck in the right wing corner of the Oiler end. And it's Ekholm. Right side to Bouchard. Now to center for Draisaitl. He'll drop it. Podkolzin on the left. Goes to the left wing boards. Brings it back up to the top of the circle. And then tried to cycle it. It goes off his stick and out of play. And with 9 seconds to go here in the first period, 2-0 Edmonton leading. It's been Kasperi Kapanen and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So Nugent-Hopkins with points in 3 straight. Kapanen points in all 4 games in this series. Face-off will be to the right of Dostal. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle. It'll be McDavid to take the draw against Poehling. Poehling wins it. Trouba will go up in the air and out. There's a bouncing puck that'll be offside as Poehling brought it in, but in early was Leo Carlson. 2 seconds left to go in the first period. They're going to put that faceoff back in the Anaheim end to the right of Dostal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now it's a right side draw, so Roslovic, who's won about 80% of his faceoffs in the series, is out there to take the draw. If he can get it back to Leon, might be able to get a rip on goal here.
So he's in there with Paling. They tie up. Puck goes to the corner. And the first period will come to its conclusion. And the Edmonton Oilers will take a 2-0 lead to the dressing room after 20 minutes of play.
Well, at one point, Edmonton was out shooting Anaheim 8-4. And the shots right now are 13-9 for the Ducks. So they had a real push, but a solid period definitely for the Edmonton Oilers. Tristan Jarry. I mean, that is so far so good. Good start from him to get her going. And
you can see the Oilers really putting it to the net early.
Yeah, putting it to the net early. Thought maybe they had a couple chances off some sort of 3-on-2 plays to maybe shoot from the flank and butt hook late in the period. I'd say keep testing him. Put it to the net, put him at his feet, make the goaltender work a little bit.
He also helped taking the crowd out of it. We got one.
Do we have Jake?
All right.
We got Jake Wallman downstairs. Jake, it's Bob and Cam upstairs. Your thoughts on the first period?
Yeah, I think we got to our game pretty quick. I think we're doing a good job in the O-zone, pound pucks and getting it back, so that's more of our game.
You were putting a lot to the net there early. Jake, how important is it to get shots on goal and make Lucas Dostal work?
Yeah, we didn't do enough of that, I think, in the first few games, and I think that's the recipe for our A game right there, and got to keep doing it.
It's been a while since Tristan's been in there. He gave you a good first period, didn't he?
Heck of a period, yeah. He saved their butt a few times there, and yeah, we got all the trust in the world with him.
Jake, thanks for doing this.
Jake. Thanks, guys.
There you go. Jake Wallman after 20 minutes. Oilers up 2-0 on the Ducks and have kept the Honda Center for the most part relatively quiet.
I think they got to keep putting pucks low to the net, trying to create some looks down low and see what can happen from that point. Out-of-town update. It looks like the season's going to come to an end for the Bakersfield Condors. They are down 5-2 in the third period. They were down 4-0 after 2. They got goals from Damon Carfagna, who I was very impressed with last night in that game in Coachella Valley. Quinn Hudson on the power play, but trailing 5-2, about 4 minutes left, and their season would come to an end. For the Oilers, they want to even the series. And there's going to be counter-strike opportunities. There were chances for odd man breaks here, and we'll continue to watch that. And obviously, a good period from Tristan Jarry in goal.
Kasperi Kapanen and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins score for the Oilers. They're up 2-0 after 20 minutes of play here in Game 4 as they take on the Ducks at the Honda Center. Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the first intermission for you. We'll be right back from Anaheim. It is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make Oil Country a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Dickinson to the left wing point. Wallman shot. It loose in front. Scores! Kasperi Kapanen had it dropped right down by his feet. He makes it 1-0 Oilers.
What? 2-0 Edmonton Oilers after 20 minutes of play at Honda Center. That is your highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Yeah, big first period there by the Edmonton Oilers, who do end up outshot, as Bob alluded to, but where it matters most, up in the goal column, they've got them doubled up right now. 2-0 the score. Rob Brown, what did you think of the start to this one from Edmonton's perspective?
Well, the Oilers got some breaks. To start the hockey game, the puck looked like it bounced around in front of the net, ends up on Kapanen's stick, wide open net. The Nugent-Hopkins goal, that puck was going wide. It bounces off the Anaheim Ducks skate and goes to the net. So the Anaheim Ducks, who, have big thoughts on tonight's game, wanted to get into their rhythm, feel good about themselves. They're down 2-0 before they get all 4 lines rolling. So it was a tough start for Anaheim. The Oilers took advantage of their chances. The Oilers' power play was not good in games 1 or 2, found some life in game 3, and now it becomes, what you would expect from them. That is their number one weapon. And tonight, in a game where, 1-0, the Anaheim Ducks still feeling pretty good about themselves, but they take a penalty, a careless stick, and it's in the back of the net. And I think now there's confidence brewing on the Oilers' power play. Connor and Leon and Bouch, they're the guys that run the show on the power play. That'll bleed into Connor and Bouchard's 5-on-5 play as well. So the Oilers were not, I don't think, we're happy with the entire period. The Ducks are going to have some pushes, but the Oilers capitalized on their chances, and you cannot ask for a better first 20 minutes stat line when you come in during the first intermission with a 2-0 lead in a game that you feel is very important for your team.
Tristan Jarry was a big question mark coming into this hockey game. He looked good, if not great at times, slamming the door shut once on Cutter Gauthier there, another on a rebound chance by Jeff Viel. So he looked fairly locked in for a guy who hasn't seen a lot of action lately.
It's funny. There's a lot of social media. I'm getting a lot of chat groups that were shocked that Jarry was in net. And precedent's been set the last couple of years when Stuart Skinner was pulled, who was the number 1 goalie, in favor of Calvin Pickard. Everybody likes the story of Connor Ingram, and he was fantastic down the stretch. But in the first 3 games, not his fault, but the stat lines weren't good. So going with Jarry, to me, it's 2 things. You put in a goaltender with a fresh set of eyes who wants to prove himself. And you also send a message to your team. All right, the goalie wasn't the problem the last few games, but he's not playing tonight, so you guys better be better. So I think it was twofold what Knobloch did, and Jarry in the first 20 minutes anyways has given the Oilers the kind of goaltending they need. He made a couple big saves, and they needed that. So we'll see as we go forward, but in the first period, the goaltender that struggled a bit was the guy in the Ducks net, as he has not had a great series, but has had a lot of run support.
So keep piling it on in terms of getting shots toward him. Bob said that 15 would have been the requisite for a quality result tonight. They got it done with just 9 up there in the first period. And one of them came because Jason Dickinson drove hard down underneath the goal. Kasperi Kapanen ultimately finished the play off, but it was nice to see Dickinson involved in his return to the lineup. Makes you realize, again, his presence was missed in the last couple.
Yeah, he had a couple of really good shifts, taking the puck through the neutral zone, driving it deep, his work along the boards. He is a prototypical third-line center. I mean, he is built for that. He plays a big man's game. He's physical. He takes the abuse. And the play that he did, just shielding off the Anaheim Ducks all the way in the zone, around the net, and getting the puck back to the defenseman for the shot, that's just a smart play. Simple, but smart. But he gives the Oilers some strength and depth down the middle. And Dickinson shows you in the first 20 minutes what the Oilers have missed the last couple of games.
You mentioned Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and his power play goal as well. So in terms of the plan the rest of the way here for Edmonton, you got the start that you wanted, you're getting the goaltending that you wanted, but we know that second periods have been a bit of a struggle, and I don't know whether that's a result of the tweaks, the in-game massaging that the coaching staff is doing on the other end of things, but something has to change, and they need a quality middle frame here, Rob. What does that look like to you?
Well, next goal. I think the next goal in this game is going to be really important. A 3-0, as good as Anaheim is at scoring and coming back, chasing a game down 3 with dangerous players like Connor and Leon in a power play the Oilers have, that might put themselves in too big a hole. But if Anaheim scores next, that gets that crowd into it, and there's belief. So, to me, simplify. Just simplify if you're the Oilers. Get pucks in deep. You don't have to force anything. You've got the 2-goal lead. You don't take your foot off the gas, but you don't have to force anything. If it's not there, just get pucks in deep and stay out of the box. Anaheim didn't score in their power play, but they had a couple really good looks. So for the Edmonton Oilers, very good, sound defensive hockey through the middle 20, play low event.
There you go. That's a word from Rob Brown. We'll have more from Rob in the second intermission. Right now, a bit of the tail of the tape stats-wise. Shots on goal, 13-9 for Anaheim. Edmonton was 12 of 20 in the face-off circle there for 60%. I know that was an area of importance for us on the broadcast in the pregame show. Power play goes 1 for 1. That was another hone-in spotlight sort of area of this game, and they make it happen in the first period. So not only did they score their 12th even strength goal of the series, but they pick one up on the power play as well. That was tremendously important. 14-9, the hits also favoring the Ducks, so you wonder if they might get a little more physical here as things go on, but if they're dictating play, if they've got the puck, then we won't worry about that hits column at all. This is At the Intermission. We'll be right back after a quick news update with more Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Rogers is Canada's best 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Learn more at Rogers.com/5G. Rogers, this is our game.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is your supplier of maximum comfort, bringing you the cool AC you need. You just have to call Legacy. Call Legacy. For comfort at night when the hot air suffocates you. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. For comfort in your wallet with no payments or interest for 1 year. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. You deserve comfort. Cool off today with AC from Legacy Heating and Cooling.
This update from the Canadian press. Both Prime Minister Mark Carney and British Columbia Premier David Eby took time to touch on what they called the senseless violence of the Vancouver Festival attack on the incident's anniversary. In a statement, PM Carney said the country remembers the victims of the Lapu Lapu Festival, which included children, parents, and friends. In the Middle East, Pakistan's leaders sought to revive peace talks between the United States and Iran this weekend after President Donald Trump canceled plans for his top envoys to travel to Islamabad. A source says Pakistani-led mediators are still working to bridge significant gaps between the two nations. A deadly outbreak of severe storms is leaving a trail of destruction in the southern United States. And the federal Liberals will show this week how new spending since the fall and the oil price shock from the Iran war are affecting the government's finances. Tuesday's spring economic statement is the first look at the federal government's fiscal situation since the Liberals tabled the 2025 budget in November. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Ever wondered what it would look like to combine your favorite sports team with your favorite casino games? Now you can! Play Alberta has partnered with the Edmonton Oilers to offer fans a top-shelf selection of exclusive slots and table games, including Edmonton Oilers Cash Eruption. Experience top casino games made for Oilers fans only on Play Alberta. It's your turn, Oil Country. Download the Play Alberta app today for your chance to score. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
2-0 Oilers after 20 minutes of play at Honda Center in Game 4 as Edmonton tries to claw even in this series. It's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We've got one team moving on after some action earlier today. The Colorado Avalanche completing the sweep of the Los Angeles Kings with a 5-1 victory in LA. Nathan McKinnon got the thing going with his goal, and then he ended it with an empty netter as well. His second of the series, actually. So that does it for the Kings. The Sabres, meanwhile, are up 3-1 over Boston after a 6-1 victory today. They cleaned them up in Beantown on Bruins soil there. That was quite the showing this afternoon. And the Lightning, 6 goals in 4 games from Brandon Hagel after a couple tonight. He helped them to a 3-2 victory in Montreal to tie that series all up at 2 games apiece. So that's the story in the National Hockey League. Down on the farm, Bakersfield's season has officially come to a close. It is 6-2 Coachella Valley Firebird final. They move on in the AHL playoff picture after an opening round best-of-3 series. And we look at the Blue Jays score today as well. That's disappointing for the Condors. They had a great regular season there. Unfortunately, it comes to an end this way. Blue Jays were in action against Cleveland, and they win the series with a 4-2 win. That is the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73. We'll get you back to Cam and Bob in Anaheim. Ford Dealers NHL Hockey is next on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Portage College is ready to assist you with your educational goals. Portage offers over 30 programs, and with some being delivered fully online or hybrid, they're ready to meet you where you are on your educational journey. Whether it's certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, or micro-credentials, Portage College has something to offer everyone. And with their small class sizes, you'll never get left on the bench. To learn more about Portage College's programs and services, visit portagecollege.ca. Portage College, it's about you.
Life looks different for everyone. Maybe you're starting out, building a career, or stepping into a well-earned retirement. Whatever stage you're at, Alberta Blue Cross offers flexible personal benefit coverage, from prescriptions and dental to vision and travel coverage. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/personal today, or call 1-800-394-1965 to speak to a personal benefits consultant. Alberta Blue Cross, right there for moments that matter.
Oilers fans, this is one you won't want to pass up. Step into Coventry's newest Oilers fan cave in Crystalina, where every day feels like game day. Visit any Coventry show home now through April 23rd and enter for your chance to win the ultimate show home opener prize pack, packed with unforgettable Oilers experiences and a luxury stay. Details at coventryhomes.ca. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We get ready for the second period. 2-0 Oilers lead the Ducks. Tonight's Oilers play on 50-50, presented by Rogers in support of the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation, supporting kids and families in need across oil country. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win.
Oilers scoring on the first shift of the game. Tristan Jarry with a great final 10 minutes in the first. Edmonton needs to be better here in the second, even though they got the 2-0 lead.
Nurse to Murphy inside the Oilers zone. Up the right wing, it goes off of Kapanen into the Anaheim end in behind the net. Carlson taken to the boards. It goes across on the left. The save made by Dostal off of Draisaitl as he drilled it on net. The puck on the left wing. Draisaitl left wing corner. To the blue line, to Murphy, a shot, and he rips it just wide, and it goes off the corner boards and down the ice.
Well, the Oilers have gotten one lucky break off a shot block. That one almost careened it off of Podkolzin on the back door from Connor Murphy.
Murphy on the right wing. Up to Savoy, off his stick and in. Trouba right corner to Leo Carlson. And it's Carlson on the right side. Give it to Lacombe into the Oiler end. Now to Terry to the left wing point. Carlson over to Trouba and his shot, and that hits a stick, goes into the corner. Bouchard off the left wing boards to the line where Trouba will keep it in. Left wing to Terry. Terry lost it. Ekholm will get it out. Give it to Savoy. Softly dump it in. Goes right to the netminder, Dostal. He's going to cover it. We're minute 17 into the second. 2-0 Oilers lead.
Well, the rationale in putting Matt Savoy on that line is just to give a little bit more quickness and defensive support for Connor McDavid. We are graced by a living legend to our immediate broadcast left. Actually, we got a couple. We got a member of the Triple Crown line. We mentioned it, Dave Taylor here. But Mike Barnett, who used to represent Wayne Gretzky back in the day, the former general manager of the Coyotes organization, and a longtime pro guy for the New York Rangers, in the house tonight.
And the puck out to the neutral zone. Moore will scoop it in. Wallman around to the point, but that's kept in by Terry as Dickinson trying to clear. Puck comes to Wallman across on the right for Emberson. Up in the air and out, and it bounces at the Anaheim blue line. Now to VL. Could only get it to the Oiler line. Dickinson's going to come in on the right side. Dickinson to the right wing corner. Hines takes him to the boards. The puck gets tied up in his skates. Washi is trying to work that thing loose. They're not getting it free at all. Hines and Dickinson.
Nugent Hopkins, are we not going to blow a play dead here?
Are we going to blow this down or what? No, they're going to just sit there with it up against the boards.
In the 1970s, we would have already had 6 whistles in this sequence here.
They still have it up against the boards. Oh, Nugent Hopkins digs it loose to the right wing point. Murphy's shot, and the save made by Dostal covers that up. 2:25 gone in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead. This is game 4. Oilers are down in the series 2-1.
But up 2-0, and in this game 4, out shooting Anaheim 4-0 as they put their hard hats on here early and played a very simple and effective game. Get pucks deep, get pucks in, get pucks to the net.
Lazar, Szymanski, and Frederick on the ice with Nurse and Murphy as Paling will take the draw for Anaheim. Puck to the left wing corner. Minchikov over to John Carlson. Off the right wing boards, off of McTavish. And Frederick can shoot it in off the glass. So Stahl shovels it on the right side. It goes to the top of the circle. And getting it out to center was Paling, and now it's shot in. Jari will backhand to the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Lazar just pushes that across to Szymanski. Now to Nurse. He'll come into the Anaheim end. Went to shoot it, blocked, and went off of Carlson. And the puck in the right wing corner. Lazar can swing it to the left. It goes to Ekholm. Could not get it in front of the net. That got blocked. Puck to the right wing point. Bouchard in the middle to Draisaitl to Bouchard in front of the net. And that one just missed getting tapped in. And a puck on the right side. Draisaitl shot and the save by Dostal. The puck cleared out. Oilers with some good pressure here early in the second. They're up 2-0. The puck dumped into the Anaheim zone and chopped off the right wing boards, off the glass, and out of play.
Leon Draisaitl almost bagged himself a rebound that ricocheted right to him.
Faceoff will be in the Anaheim zone to the right of Dostal. Draisaitl having a quick little meeting before this face-off. All 5 Oilers are in this meeting. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen are out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Puck lifted up and out by Trouba. And it comes down the right side for Seneca, and they'll say it was knocked down by a high stick. So we get the whistle. Otherwise, maybe a possibility for Beckett Seneca.
He's a player.
He is a player.
Chris Knobloch in Game 4s in the playoffs as a head coach is 6-0. They're going to need that to be 7-0. And Glenn Sather would tell you the most important game in a series was always Game 4. Except in 1990 when he rallied with the, but that was John Muckler, not Slats. Right, but Slats was the GM.
Puck shot down will be icing against Edmonton. Are you thinking the Winnipeg series?
Dave Ellett scored in overtime in 1990, and everybody thought the Oilers were done. And John Muckler put together Adam Graves and Joe Murphy and Martin Jelena, the kid line, and they were off and running. Came back against the Jets.
Mark Lamb have a big goal in Game 7.
Yeah. Lamb was playing with Curry and Tikkanen. Then they swept LA in 4, beat Chicago in 6, and Boston in 5 for Stanley Cup number 5.
Puck to the point. Karlsson shot, and that goes wide of the Edmonton net. He was looking for a redirection, and it is cleared out by Kapanen. It goes right to Podkolzin. A long shot just wide of the net. And the puck in the right wing corner of the Anaheim zone.
But Colson's probably been Edmonton's best player in this series, Cam.
I would agree with that. Draisaitl trying to get it passed through to Podkolzin, but it was stopped. And John Carlson up in the air to Leo Carlson. Into the Oiler end on the right, across the blue line, just missing Terry. So it's Kapanen to Draisaitl to Kapanen. Comes into the Anaheim end. Now to Draisaitl. Takes it to the right wing boards. To the blue line. Bouchard a shot. And that's a pad save by Dostal. And Gauthier up to Leo Carlson to the Oiler, and great save by Jarry. Got it with a glove as Leo Carlson got sprung down the right wing. Jarry holds on to it. 4.5 gone here in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads.
Well, the Ducks have picked up something against Ekholm and Bouchard. There's been a little bit of separation there, and they've been able to hit them on a quick stretch and a solid glove save, and then Carlson accidentally on purpose careened into the net.
Face off to the left of Jarry. Shots 15-14 in favor of Edmonton. Dickinson to take the draw against Granlund. Granlund to the right wing point for Trouba. Shot, glove save made by Jarry. He saw that all the way. Face-off will be to his left.
So Dickinson was at about 50% on the season with Edmonton, but he's not been at that level here in the playoffs. He has been very effective. He's played 2 games. He's got a goal, and 2 goals and an assist. Face-off win there.
And the puck to Wallman, up in the air and out. And in the neutral zone, on the right wing, Nugent-Hopkins can shoot it in. Lacombe, front of his net, left wing to Seneca. Seneca will spin to the middle, across to Granlund. Shoot that in off the glass, and Wallman into the corner, and Seneca back to the point. Trouba with a shot, scooped up by the glove of Jarry. It'll be a face-off in the Oiler end.
They're putting everything to the net now. But frankly, so are the Oilers.
Yeah. Oilers will make a change here. Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman come out. Face off to the left of Tristan Jarry in his 9th career Stanley Cup playoff game. But first of this series, and the puck to the right wing point. Trouba, right wing to Paling, angle shot, save made by Jarry, got it with a blocker. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard had to go off the back of the net to Draisaitl. Up the left wing to McDavid, and it's just to center ice. On the right side, Ekholm to dump the puck in. Trouba out from behind his net. 2-0 Edmonton. 5:25 gone here in the second period. on the right wing for off the stick of McTavish. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Wheeling out there is Bouchard. Through the middle off of McDavid. Now he'll come in. A shot and the glove save made by Dostal as Connor McDavid with a rush up the ice.
Wow, very effective transition. Evan Bouchard had his feet moving, used the back of the goal as a pick, and then started it up the ice, and Savoy one-touched it to McDavid, who tried to change the release point on Lukasz Dostal. Was equal to the task.
Face off to the right of Dostal. Szymanski to take the draw against Tim Washy. Szymanski wins it, and it goes to Murphy. He'll come down the left wing, go to the left wing corner. He'll try to drive in front of the net, went off of Dostal. He got his stick on it, more up against the boards. To Hellison, now off the side of the net. Dostal had to come out and play it. Puck in the right wing corner. Up to Murphy on the point. Just missed Frederick with the return pass. Moore is trying to chop it out of the zone. He can't. Hellison got tripped up. Penalty coming up to the Oilers as Washy into the Oiler end on the right wing. His pass goes over to the left. Hines dumped the puck, and Murphy will touch it, and Edmonton is about to be shorthanded.
Can't take that penalty. You're up 2-0 on the game. It's 180 feet away from your goal. They get their second power play of the game.
6:13 gone here in the second period. 2-0. Edmonton leading the Anaheim Ducks as the Ducks are about to go on the power play. Szymanski to the box for the Oilers.
Oh, it's a call against the rookie.
All right, Szymanski to the box. Ducks on the power play when we come back. 2-0 Oilers, 6:13 gone here in the second. From the Honda Center, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit Edmonton's besthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Josh Szymanski to the box for Edmonton. Anaheim goes on the power play. 2-0 Oilers lead. 6:13 gone here in the second. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Second power play of the game for Anaheim. They're 0 for 1. Face off to the right of Tristan Jarry.
Here we go. Your Anaheim Ducks
Puck goes to the blue line, and getting to it is Kapanen. He'll one-handed down into the Anaheim end. Lacombe out from behind his net. Slowly through the middle. Now gives the puck to Seneca into the Oilers zone to McTavish. To the blue line to Lacombe. Just keeps it in. Get it across on the right for Killorn. To the right wing corner. To the blue line for Lacombe. Takes it off the side boards for Gauthier on the right wing. Cutter Gauthier to the right wing corner. To the point to Lacombe. Cross to McTavish. To Lacombe in the middle. Right wing for Gauthier. He's top of the circle. He won't shoot it. Side of the net for Seneca. Back to Gauthier. Gauthier put it on net and a save by Jari, and the puck cleared out. He had Jari leaning and almost snuck it in short side. McTavish in the neutral zone. Minute to go here in the penalty. 2-0 Oilers lead. We're in the second. There's McTavish on the right wing to Killorn. 7:20 into the period. To the blue line for Lacombe. Over to McTavish. Through the middle. That one missed Killorn. Now Gauthier has it on the right wing. To the right wing point to Lacombe. Lacombe winds up, doesn't shoot it. To Gauthier off the right wing. Gauthier shoots, scores. Gauthier, short side, roofed it. Then the Oiler lead is cut to 2-1.
Well, we said he loves to shoot it. 40 goals scored in the regular season. That's just a bomb. Oilers defended that one pretty well. It's a great shot by Cutter Gauthier. And an unforced error, offensive zone penalty from Josh Szymanski. And Gauthier's got his third of the playoffs.
7:36, time of that goal. Tremendous shot by Gauthier. There was not a lot of room there.
Did I get a piece of Ekholm's stick? Yeah, it did. I think it did.
Absolutely picked it. So Gauthier, the goal scorer. Anaheim 1 for 2 with a man advantage. And the Oilers lead now down to 2-1. Lacombe and Killorn with the assists.
Oilers very passive on the PK, by the way.
Puck dumped into the Edmonton zone. Jari will set it. Rims it. It'll go to McDavid. He'll get it out through the middle of the ice to Hyman. Comes into the Anaheim end to the left wing corner. Across on the right. Kreider lost it. Good work by Savoy. Savoy to the right wing corner. Dropping it to McDavid. To the blue line. Murphy's shot. And the save made by Dostal. Puck on the right wing boards. Goes to Murphy. A little snapshot. Glove out of the air by Lacombe. They'll get it out to center. Find Troy Terry. Terry into the Edmonton end on the left wing. 2-1 Oilers lead. We're here in the second. Terry to the blue line for Minchikov. A shot save made by Jari. The puck to the middle of the ice. And Hyman on the left wing for McDavid. McDavid to Hyman into the Anaheim end. And the puck to the left wing corner. Minchikov over to John Carlson. The crowd has come alive here at the Honda Center. After that goal by the Ducks, it's in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman off the left wing boards down the ice. It will be icing against the Oilers.
Well, just think about the whole sequence, though. Szymanski got caught reaching inside. Sometimes a veteran player might not get called there, but a rookie does. And the Oilers did a decent job in the first minute, and the guy that can really shoot the pill, Gauthier, high glove on Jari. And now a D-zone draw for Edmonton. Needed to blunt this momentum here from Anaheim.
Yeah, crowd's back into it now. Puck to the left wing point. Minchikov to the left wing corner. Wallman separates him from it. And Wallman up the right wing. Now to Draisaitl into the Anaheim zone. To the middle. The shot and the save made by Dostal off of Roslovic. And the puck on the left wing. That was a good stop. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. And behind the net to Jack Roslovic. Right wing to Draisaitl. Goes into the corner with Minchikov. Holds him off to the blue line for Wallman. Right wing to Draisaitl. Comes up top of the circle to Wallman on the point. Left wing just missed Bouchard. It'll go into the right wing corner. Roslovic. Left wing to Dickinson. To Roslovic in behind the net. Roslovic pass into the slot. And Dickinson looking to get it to Ekholm. And that's broken up by Killorn. He'll get it out. And they'll call that icing. The crowd don't agree with it. 9 minutes, 42 seconds gone here in the second. 2-1 Edmonton leads.
The Oilers are going to go McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Savoy here. Savoy over on the right side.
McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, along with Leon Draisaitl, all playing in Stanley Cup playoff game number 100 of their NHL careers. Face off to the right of Dostal. McDavid wins it to the point. Ekholm has it on the left. Cross to the right to Bouchard. to Ekholm. Ekholm winds up, doesn't shoot. Left wing corner, goes behind the goal. McDavid to Bouchard on the right wing point. Down the boards to McDavid. Into the corner, Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. The blue line in the middle, Bouchard. On the left wing for Ekholm. To rim the puck on the right. Goes into the corner as McDavid is trying to get that loose. Kicked over for Nugent Hopkins near the top of the circle. Killorn won't get it out. Savoy in the right corner. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Now to Ekholm on the left to Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid.
Two stationary. Get it to the net.
To Ekholm, now right wing point to Bouchard. Comes down the right side. Over to Ekholm, winds up, and his shot didn't get a lot on it. But comes out and ripped just wide of the net by Nugent Hopkins. On the right wing, McDavid over to the left wing point. Ekholm, a blast, and that glances off the glove of Dostal. Oilers keep it in. Bouchard played it in behind the net. John Carlson has it on the right wing and will flip it out. Brought in by Seneca, and his shot and a good save made by Jari. Jari holds on to it. 8:59 left here in the second period. 2-1, Edmonton leading the Anaheim Ducks in Game 4 of this series. We'll be right back from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
In Oil Country, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of Oil Country wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
You think you know the Brick? Well, did you know that Edmonton is where we started? And that's why we're proud to be a sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers. Can't make it to a game? Well, the Brick is the place to build your ultimate sports viewing room. We've got an unreal selection of game-worthy seating and the best TV and home theater brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. So, if it's time to upgrade for the big game, think the Brick. A proud sponsor of your Edmonton Oilers.
Legacy Heating and Cooling jingle auditions take one for Gene Principe. Hey, thanks for being on time.
I'm always punctual. Now, how about some cool beats while I drop the heat?
Ready when you are.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Nice.
Boom! I'm a musical genius.
Legacy's gonna love this for AC season.
What's not to love with no interest and no Principe payments for 1 year?
Are you always like this?
Yep. Unlike Legacy, I never know when to cool it.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-1, Oilers lead the Ducks. It's Game 4. Ducks lead the series 2-1. Look at 8:59 to go in the second period. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right of Tristan Jarry. Curtis Lazar to take the draw against Ryan Poehling. Poehling wins it. Hines on the left point. No, we'll have to do it again. All right, to get them all lined up. This time, it's McTavish taking the draw. It's bumped back to Nurse. Comes out from behind the goal. Up the left wing, got it out. Frederick back into his own end to Nurse. Nurse on the left wing. That went past Dickinson and all the way down. It's an icing call against the Oilers.
And Szymanski appears to be off this line right now. It's 2 games in a row. He's taken a penalty to the high stick against, that was a critical time against Trouba. Game 3 here.
This one in this game leading to the Ducks' first goal. The puck to the left wing corner. Murphy taken to the boards. It goes in behind the net to Nurse. Left wing. And Frederick got it up near the blue line. It doesn't get out. McTavish battles with Nurse. Poehling on the right with Dickinson on him. Goes to the right wing point. Trouba across the line to Lacombe. Now to Kreider, his shot that got blocked. Comes to the blue line. Trouba can walk in. His shot net didn't get through either, and it is cleared out. We'll go all the way down to Dostal. He'll set it. Edmonton's making a change.
Frederick had a chance there for a second if he had the anticipation to move his feet. He didn't.
Wallman up the right wing, off of Kapanen and into the Ducks' end. Carlson to Gauthier. Now to Minchikov. Into the middle to Terry. Comes into the Oiler end. Gave it to Leo Carlson. His shot and the save made by Jari. And then it'll be Terry. Gets into it a little bit with Wallman after the whistle. 2-1 Oilers lead. 7:43 to go here in the second. Face off to the right of Tristan Jari.
Lazar to come out and take a right side draw again. This time against Leo Carlson.
Up to the corner, Wallman up against the boards with Terry. Wallman to Emberson, got tripped up there by Gauthier. Puck on the left wing, Terry to the line to Minchikov. Now to John Carlson through the middle, gave that away to Kasperi Kapanen. And he can get it off the boards and just out.
That play should have been blown dead. It wasn't.
On the right wing, Draisaitl will shoot it in, hit that curved glass. And the puck in the Anaheim end. To the left wing point, Ekholm. Cross to Bouchard. It does come out. Oilers have to regroup. Bouchard takes it back into his own zone. Has it on the right wing.
Look at how passive their forecheck is right now. They're in a
5 players in the neutral zone.
This looks a lot like the LA Kings.
Bouchard on the left wing to Ekholm. He'll dump it in. It goes in behind the Anaheim net. Hyman up against the boards with Minchikov. Puck squeezes over to the right side. John Carlson got it out to center, and it's a bouncing puck. Now brought in by Granlund, taken to the right wing boards. Granlund to the top of the circle. Good job by Savoy. Got his stick in there and got it out of the zone.
Belted for it, but he made a good read.
Took a hit to make a play as Lacombe will dump the puck in. 2-1 Edmonton lead. 6:20 to go here in the second period. Puck on the left wing side, the Edmonton end. As Seneca into the skates of Washi. And the puck goes behind the Edmonton net. It is Ekholm spinning around, got away from Washi, and over to Bouchard on the right wing. Bouchard through the middle. That goes off of Savoy. Trouba up the right side, got it out. Puck right at the Edmonton bench. Crowd calling for too many men, but it wasn't. Lacombe down the left wing, going towards the net. Poked on goal. Good save by Jari. It's in behind the net. VL to the line. He put it right between the defenseman and down the ice.
When it's a D on D 1-on-1, you got to take the defenseman on.
Murphy for Dickinson. Goes to the boards with Lacombe. Puck in the corner. Hellison around the right side to VL. Peels it off the right wing boards and then gave that away to Dickinson. To Murphy across the line on the left to Nurse. And he'll get to center ice. He'll shoot the puck in. Rims on the right. As McTavish pestered by Nugent Hopkins. Puck came loose, but Hellison able to go in behind his net with Nugent Hopkins in pursuit up the left wing for McTavish. Off the boards and in. Under 5 to go here in the second. 2-1, Edmonton leads. Oh, wow. Behind the Edmonton net, Wallman up against the boards with Paling. Kreider gets in there with Szymanski. Goes to Nugent Hopkins. He'll clear it. Won't be hard enough for icing. As Hines behind his net to the right wing corner. Gave it to Carlson, now to Kreider. Kreider cross ice to Hines. To Leo Carlson, his shot off the stick of Emberson. Puck goes to the right wing. And off the right wing boards is Wallman.
Wallman was tripped, should have been a call. Oilers are sitting here 3 times on 50-50 plays, no calls. Very frustrating if you're an Oilers partisan.
Leo Carlson back into his own end. Draisaitl on him. I'll drop it back to John Carlson. Now to Hines, up the left wing to Terry. Directs it in. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy Left wing to Podkolzin, now to Draisaitl. Into the duck zone, cross ice pass, and that was broken up.
That was Carlson coming all the way back.
On the left wing, Granlund to Terry to Granlund, into the Oiler end. Goes to the left wing corner. Granlund behind the net to Terry. Taken off of it perfectly by Bouchard. To Kapanen, he'll go across where he finds Draisaitl. He's through the middle, over the Anaheim line for Podkolzin. Cross ice to Kapanen, take it to the right wing corner. And a loose puck to Minchikov. He'll get it out. 3:25 to go in the second. 2-1, Oilers leading the Ducks. Ekholm will dump it in. The puck in the left wing corner. Minchikov to Trouba. Puck to the line where Bouchard only kept it in for a moment. It's Seneca into the Oiler end to Killorn. Now to Seneca, left wing corner, up the boards, top of the circle, hit by Hyman, and the puck comes out, and Hyman's getting a penalty. And they call it a kneeing. 3 minutes to go here in the second. 2-1, Oilers lead. And Zach Hyman's going to go off for a knee. Oilers shorthanded when we come back. 2-1 Oilers lead. 3 minutes to go here in the second. It's Game 4 from the Honda Center in Anaheim. Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in oil country, made in oil country. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Portage College is ready to assist you with your educational goals. Portage offers over 30 programs, and with some being delivered fully online or hybrid, they're ready to meet you where you are on your educational journey. Whether it's certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, or micro-credentials, Portage College has something to offer everyone. And with their small class sizes, you'll never get left on the bench. To learn more about Portage College's programs and services, visit portagecollege.ca. Portage College, it's about you.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
We got 3 minutes to go here in the second period. 2-1, Oilers lead the Ducks. Edmonton shorthanded, though. Kneeing penalty to Zach Hyman. The Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ducks are 1 for 2 with a man advantage.
5 for 10 in the series.
Yeah, 5 for 10.
Ducks have been the better team really for about the last 25 minutes of this game here since Edmonton built up the lead. The ref just picked Murphy. That's no good.
McTavish, left wing corner to Seneca. Over to the right to Killorn. To the blue line, Lacombe. On the right wing for Gauthier. Fire that across to McTavish on the left. Into the middle. Killorn shot off a leg. Goes over to the left wing boards. McTavish with the skates of Seneca to the blue line to Lacombe on the right for Gauthier. Gauthier forced up to the line by Kapanen. Into the corner, and Murphy's trying to get it out.
He got hooked.
McTavish kept it in. To Lacombe, comes across the line. Goes over to the right wing corner. To the right wing point for Cutter Gauthier. He's the goal scorer for the Ducks in this game. Has it on the right wing to Lacombe. Left wing, McTavish shot. And that one is stick craters. And the puck goes over to the right side. Gauthier to Lacombe. Now on the left wing to Seneca. He gets poked off his stick by Kapanen. And following it up is Dickinson. He'll get it out. McTavish through the middle. Into the Oiler end. Left wing, Seneca. To the left wing corner. Minute 50 to go here in the second. Pass across. Good save made by Jari as Gauthier ripped it on net. 2-1 Oilers lead. Minute 47 to go in the second. .48 seconds left to go in the penalty to Zach Hyman. Faceoff will be to the left of Tristan Jarry. McDavid into the circle with Gauthier, or with Granlund. Well, Granlund's out. Leo Carlsson comes in. McDavid wins the draw, and Bouchard up the right wing down the ice. John Carlson takes it behind his net. Now out through the middle. Goes over to the right. Scoops it back to Troy Terry. Terry comes through center ice. Into the Oiler end.
Oh, that was close.
Over to the right. Now to Kreider on the left wing, top of the circle. To the blue line, to Carlson on the right wing. To Granlund, right wing corner. Puck comes out. Granlund scores. Granlund with a little give and go out of the corner. A power play goal. This game's tied at 2.
Well, Granlund has just eaten the Oilers up with the power play this year. It's unreal. And the Ducks have eaten the Oilers up. Good shot by him. Tie game. Both are 2 for 2 in the power play here in this period.
18:43, time of the goal. A little give and go with Leo Carlson out of the corner.
How much has Edmonton missed Adam Henrique?
Yeah. So Anaheim 2 for 3 on the power play. Puck flipped out of play. We get a neutral zone face-off here. Does that make him 6 for 11?
6 for 11 in the series. Holy cow.
Yeah. All right, we're all tied up at 2.
Well, the officials, all the Oilers won here. We'll see if the angelic Anaheim Ducks ever get a penalty.
Icing call against the Ducks. We got 59 seconds left to go in the second period. Edmonton was up 2-0 after the first period. Kasperi Kapanen and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scoring for the Oilers. Cutter Gauthier and Mikael Granlund with the goals, both on the power play here in the second period. Face off in the Duck zone to the right of Dostal. As Draisaitl tied up with Washi. Puck goes to the right wing point, just past Wallman and out. Wallman across his line to Bouchard. Through the middle, almost sprung Hyman on the breakaway. Trouba picks it off. Brings the puck in, goes to the right wing corner. To Moore, across to Viel. Viel on the left wing corner boards. Taken to the boards by Bouchard. And Draisaitl got it up to the line. Now to Wallman. He'll get it out. Right side looking for Draisaitl. Hacked away by Lacombe. Dumped into the zone by Bouchard. 20 seconds left to go here in the second period. We're tied at 2, the Oilers and the Ducks. Washi into the Oiler end. Washi to the right wing point. Now in behind the net to Seneca. They come up the left wing to the top of the circle. Forced over to the left wing point. Play it in behind the goal to Granlund. 4 seconds to go in the period. Granlund dumped down. Bouchard went to shoot it out. Didn't get much on it. Didn't matter. Period's over. And then Bouchard has words with Seneca. And that will draw everybody in there. But nothing to come of that. Well, you said it. You said the Ducks would be pushing back in the second period.
Well, they did.
And they did.
Outshot 11-8 where Edmonton didn't get a power play, and the Ducks went 2 for 2 in their power play. 2 for 3 overall in the game, and it's a huge part of this one. Oilers right now can't kill a penalty, and they're not getting a lot of calls. And the reason they're not getting a lot of calls is they don't appear to have their feet moving. Edmonton looks tired. Is it an accumulation here of... I mean, they had a really good composed start out of the gate.
Yes, very.
But what's undone them here are the Ducks getting the free power play opportunities And the problem is there's been a couple times where you could have called one the other way and they didn't. And therein lies the frustration. Jake Wallman was trying to break out of his own zone, clearly got tripped, and they almost created a scoring opportunity out of it. Big third coming up here for Edmonton.
Tied at 2 after 40. Cutter Gauthier and Mikhail Granlund scoring for the Ducks in the second period. Kasperi Kapanen, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins had the goals for the Oilers in the first period. So game 4 of this series. Ducks lead the series 2-1. And it's win a period, win a game situation here for the Edmonton Oilers. Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they're standing by, and they got the intermission for you when we come back. Tied at 2 after 2 from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Experience the classic tale of love, obsession, and tragedy as the Alberta Ballet presents Notre Dame de Paris, May 8th and 9th at the Jubilee Auditorium. Tickets at albertaballet.com. Then get ready to lace up with the whole family as Homes by Avi presents Teddy Bear Fun Fest in support of Stollery Kids, May 9th at Rendell Park. Register now at teddybearfunfest.com.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Up the right wing, now to Draisaitl into the Anaheim zone. To the middle, the shot and the save made by Dostalov for Roslovic. The puck on the left wing. That was a good stop.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. All knotted up at 2. They've traded score lines, if you will. 2 goals for the Oilers in the first period, 2 goals for the Ducks in the second. This penalty kill for the Oilers continues to be a bugaboo, I guess, is the best word that I can come up with on the spot here for that one. It's been tough to watch. Rob Brown is with us, of course. Rob, what are you seeing as to why they can't keep the puck out of their net in these situations?
Well, first of all, you and I talked at the end of the first period. What do the Oilers have to be better at in the second period? And we talked, the biggest thing is don't take penalties. That's where the Anaheim Ducks have been killing you. They've got a ton of skill. And the Oilers took a couple penalties. And the first one, I mean, Cutter Gauthier has got one of the best shots in the National Hockey League. He had a coming out party this year. He had over 40 goals. He's scored from long range already in this series. And he gets the puck in a great shooting area, and he wasn't challenged. The Oilers kind of stayed back, and Gauthier took 2 steps in, and he got to pick his spot. So that's one that the Oilers got to be more aggressive. You can't allow him a shooting lane. He's too good. A 40-goal scorer. He's got a big shot. So the Oilers on that one didn't close or get in the shooting lane. And on the second one, Granlund has the puck, and it was a give and go. And we see the Oilers do this a lot, where Connor and Leon will do a give and go. But McDavid's a high guy on Granlund. When Granlund bounces it down and then he goes in, McDavid has to go with him. You've got it. You can't allow Granlund to get the puck. So on that one, if McDavid goes with Granlund, the puck probably goes back to the point. Good, you get to live to fight another fight. But as soon as you allow Granlund going in, Granlund walked in, he's all by himself. And again, Granlund has scored a bunch of goals against the Oilers over the last couple of years. I think he had a hat trick earlier this year. You can't let him shoot from there. So the Oilers on their penalty kill gave 2 guys with great shots, time and space. And if any NHL player, but especially guys that are goal scorers, if they have time and space, they're going to put it in the right spot. So Jari had no chance. And the Oilers' penalty killing has really let them down. And tonight has let the Anaheim Ducks back in this hockey game.
Yeah, 6 of 11 on the power play is egregious numbers. And as you say, you can't put yourself in those positions, but you got to be able to kill this off. And I don't look at Tristan Jarry and think that he's been a culprit in anything. In fact, they're not really putting him in these prime positions to make saves. When you're walking in from the top of the face-off circle or getting your shot from the face-off dot and having all day to pick it, you're not blaming the goaltending on that one.
No, Jarry's been fine in this game. I mean, it's a tie game. The Ducks have probably carried a little bit more of the play. The Oilers had a great first 7-8 minutes of this game. They built up that 2-0 lead. And the one thing that the Ducks don't do is they don't wilt. A young, inexperienced team, all the pressure on them now because now there's belief they can win the series. They fall behind by 2 early in a hockey game, and then they came out and they were better. And in the second period, again, they fought back as they have all season long. So it's simple for the Oilers. Win a period, win a game, and you come home with advantage in the rest of the series with the best 2 out of 3, 2 games on home ice. You lose a period. Now you come back and you're facing 3 elimination games against a team that seems to know how to score. So biggest period of the season would be an understatement. But the Oilers have got to find someone outside of the Draisaitl's line has to create something offensively because the only sustained pressure, the only grade A looks that the Oilers have got, outside of Dickinson, has been on the Leon Draisaitl line. They need someone different to step up here in the final third or the final period.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. Shots 24-17 for Anaheim. Edmonton still with the advantage in the faceoff dot for now, but it's felt like Anaheim's been driving a lot more of the play. Just looking at some of the box score stats, nothing really leaping off the page from an Oilers perspective here. No real big hit totals. Kasperi Kapanen's been out there driving his stuff, but again, that's that Draisaitl line again. Who else can come out here and throw a hit? And can Trent Frederick be somebody without Colton Dach in the lineup? These are the questions that you're going to have to ask and answer yourself in the biggest 20 minutes of the season. Who can step up? Who can be a hero? And it's gut check time for this Oilers team.
And again, it doesn't have to just be another line scoring, but create a momentum. We saw stretches where Dach and Frederick at the end of the season were dominant and gave them shifts that, either they'd score a goal or momentum-changing shifts. And in all honesty, you haven't really heard their names much in this hockey game. So the others are going to have to find something. Someone's got to come up big. Jason Dickinson steps back in the lineup, and he has been very good. They need other players to play like Dickinson has, and that is playing with a purpose. And the Oilers, again, they'll be sitting in the dressing room right now. They're going to be a little upset with themselves that they let a 2-0 lead fade away, but they also know they have an opportunity here in the third period. You win a period, and everything is good, and you feel good getting on that plane knowing you now have home ice advantage again. But they need their best period of the entire series, and they need it here in the final 20 here in Anaheim.
Talk about all the playoff experience that they have. 3 players playing in their 100th playoff game tonight specifically, and what a high time for that experience to be flexed and put into action. This is the type of situation they found themselves in before, where the moment really shouldn't be too big for them right now. It's the opening round, it's nowhere they haven't been before. They've been in a spot where they were down 2 games, and so I think that it'll be quite calm relative to what you might expect in that room.
It will be. Experience doesn't matter when things are going well. Experience matters when you face adversity, and that's what the Oilers are facing right now. Blowing the lead, needing the win. It will be calm. They've faced worse things than this in their last 2 playoff runs. So I think it'll be a calm room. I would imagine there will be a professional focus coming out for this third period. They know what they need to do. Now they have to go out and execute. And I don't think they've executed well enough through the first 3 2/3 games in this series. But they have to find a way to focus in the third period on details, because details are what's cost them so far in this hockey game.
We'll see what they can muster in this third period. Appreciate it, Rob. We'll talk to you after this game, of course, in Oilers Overtime, where you can have your voice heard as well. 780-451-8800. If you want to get in on that conversation, we're happy to have you. We are at the intermission right now. It is all knotted up at 2 at Honda Center. And this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Oilers fans, celebrate the Stanley Cup playoffs with the bundle made for sports fans. With Rogers Xfinity Internet and TV, you'll have Canada's most reliable internet and the best entertainment experience. So you can stream Bouchard's Body Checks in every room of the house. Watch every Draisaitl Dirty Dangle at home and on the go. And there it is! And admire McDavid's magic all season long. Spectacular! Bundle today and bring hockey home on Canada's best 5G Plus network. Learn more at rogers.com/5G. Rogers, this is our game.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Now this update from the Canadian press. We're learning that a federal MP in a Montreal riding is expected to make an announcement about his political future tomorrow, potentially leaving the New Democrats and moving to provincial politics. A source within Quebec Solidaire suggests Alexandra Boulerice plans to leave the NDP and join Quebec Solidaire for a campaign in the Montreal riding of Gouin. In her first official foreign mission, Quebec Premier Christine Frechette is set to travel to Washington tomorrow. The newly sworn-in leader is scheduled to meet Canada's ambassador to the United States, Mark Wiseman, and participate in a roundtable with American and Canadian U.S. business associations. Meanwhile, the man accused of opening fire at the White House Correspondents Association dinner at the Washington Hilton referred to himself in writings sent to family members as a friendly federal assassin. Authorities investigating the incident say Cole Allen sent the writings to relatives minutes before the shooting. And the Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, opened with $97 million in North America at the box office, setting a record for music biopics. From the Canadian press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Heavy metal equipment and rentals never stops growing, and neither should your career. Heavy metal equipment needs heavy equipment technicians, and they need them now. They've grown by another 40 haul trucks, and they need you to keep them going strong. You'll never run out of opportunity with heavy metal equipment. If you're a heavy equipment tech who wants growth, stability, and work-life balance, apply today to work in the Alberta oil sands tomorrow. Get a heavy wallet with heavy metal equipment and rentals, helping you move the earth.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at edmontonoilers.com and help make oil country a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
All All knotted up at 2 down in Anaheim. It's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Busy day in playoff action around the National Hockey League. It saw the Colorado Avalanche oust the Los Angeles Kings. They complete the sweep today. A couple goals by Nathan McKinnon, so they'll move on to take on the winner of Dallas and Minnesota. Elsewhere, Buffalo going up 3-1 in their series with Boston, a 6-1 victory in the game today, a huge one for them. And the Montreal Canadiens had the lead but couldn't hang on to it, so their series with Tampa Bay all tied up at 2-2 after a 3-2 Lightning victory. Game-winning goal, Brandon Hagel. He's got 6 goals in 4 games in that series. He's been lights out. The pride of Morinville, Alberta, Brandon Hagel. There you go. The Bakersfield Condors season has come to an end. 6-2 the final score in Game 3, a winner-take-all Game 3 between them and Coachella Valley. So what was an awesome regular season does not materialize into playoff success for Bakersfield's. We'll see what that means for them in the offseason. So they look to incorporate some more youth there, perhaps, some more Europeans, perhaps. Who knows? That, in addition to a Blue Jays victory today, 4-2 over Cleveland, is your out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73. We'll get you back to Anaheim for third period action. Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network. As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Portage College is ready to assist you with your educational goals. Portage offers over 30 programs, and with some being delivered fully online or hybrid, they're ready to meet you where you are on your educational journey. Whether it's certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, or micro-credentials, Portage College has something to offer everyone. And with their small class sizes, you'll never get left on the bench. To learn more about Portage College's programs and services, visit portagecollege.ca. Portage College, it's about you.
Oilers fans, this is one you won't want to pass up. Step into Coventry's newest Oilers fan cave in Crystalina, where every day feels like game day. Visit any Coventry show home now through April 23rd and enter for your chance to win the ultimate show home opener prize pack, packed with unforgettable Oilers experiences and a luxury stay. Details at coventryhomes.ca. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Ducks. This is Game 4. Ducks lead the series 2-1. In Game 3, the teams were tied after 40 at 3. Ducks go on to win it by a 7-4 margin. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen out there to start it off with Nurse and Murphy, and the puck dumped in at the Anaheim end. Dostal to rim it up the left side. Poked to the line and just out by Killorn. And Granlund will follow it up and then rim the puck into the Oiler end. Getting it out is Draisaitl. Runs into John Carlson. Goes over to Minchikov. He goes into the corner in his own zone. Poke it over to Carlson. And Carlson skates up the right wing. Gets a pass through the middle of the ice to Killorn. He's into the Oiler end. Now to Seneca. Quick shot. Wow. This save made by Jari. Puck sent to the line and out. That was a quick shot by Seneca.
A good stop by Jari, but there's been too many of those here.
Stepping up on the play, Roslovic, he'll come in, he'll blast it, the shot and the save made by Dostal. He got the rebound too, as Dickinson went to the goal and got the loose puck. Leo Carlson out from behind his net, up the right wing to Terry. It's off his skate. Wallman over to Emberson on the right wing. to Hyman, able to steer it in. It's in behind the Anaheim goal. The right wing off of Terry and out. We're just underway here in the third. Minute 15 gone. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Ducks. Penalty coming up. It's going to be interference call. It's going to go against Wallman. He knocked down Leo Carlson. Now Wallman got dumped to the ice. This might even it up.
It should even it up. It's not. How's that not evened up? Cross-checked him right from behind. Knocked him on his ass. Right in front of the ref. Chris Knobloch's going to be appealing for a call here. Blindside hit by Wallman on Carlson.
Wallman goes to the box.
Well, the Oilers can't get a kill. That's the problem.
Yeah.
6 for 11 is Anaheim's power play.
2 for 3 in this game. 6 for 11 in the series. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
And Roslovic, hard shot. Dostal spilled it.
Yep.
And Dickinson almost banged home the rebound. Now he's out there again.
Puck to the left wing point. Lacombe to the middle. Now on the left side. Gave it to McTavish. Goes to the corner. Cross ice pass to Gauthier. But getting his stick in there was Nurse. Enough that Kapanen can clear it out.
And McDavid back out on the PK. This is first shift here in the third.
Lacombe. Right wing for Gauthier. He'll shoot it in. McTavish recovers. Gets it back to Gauthier. Right wing point to Lacombe. Now on the left wing to McTavish. McTavish to the point to Lacombe. To McTavish, left wing corner. His pass to Lacombe. It came in front of the net and a good save made by Jari. Puck to the blue line. Lacombe to McTavish. He'll wait. He'll shoot it off the arm of Jari, and that goes out of play.
And the Anaheim's much more proactive on their PK, and Edmonton's penalty kills just sitting back, and the Ducks are picking them apart. And again, no Adam Henrique, 54% on D-zone draws in the PK, and that's part of the reason why the Oilers killed it at an 80% percentage. And, you know, they missed Connor Brown as well as Matthias Janmark, but really Brown was the guy that allowed them to kill differently, and they had to switch the penalty kill in the offseason because they didn't have the same pace and another face-off loss.
John Carlson, left wing to Terry. Terry to the left wing corner, to the blue line to Carlson. And then he fans on his pass to Leo Carlson. And it's Dickinson with Kapanen. Dickinson, the shot and the save made by Dostal. Granlund's going to get it out up the left wing for Kreider into the Oiler end across to Granlund. The shot save made by Jari. The puck on the right wing. Leo Carlson to John Carlson. Back to Leo into the middle, and that is smacked out of the zone by Kapanen. We're tied at 2. We are 2:40 into the third period.
Now they're using Szymanski here in Savoy.
Leo Carlson made a move at the line, and you're right, that is offside. Face off outside the Oiler blue line. Tied at 2 here in the third, game 4. Game 5, Tuesday night at Rogers Place. Oilers would love to have this series tied heading back to Game 5. All right, Nurse to center, but
gotta get it deep with Darnell there.
McTavish had it poked away from him, and Szymanski will come into the Duck zone, and Lacombe got his stick in there. It goes to Killorn into the Oiler end on the right wing. Killorn to the right wing corner. Now on the boards to McTavish. To the point for Lacombe. Left side, Seneca over to the right. Leave it to McTavish, and then in comes Szymanski.
They called it.
And penalty coming up. Stick got in there. It's going to be a hook as Szymanski was trying to clear. And the Oilers will go on the power play. All right, Oilers were able to kill off that penalty to Wallman. Get a chance here on the power play.
And most of their first unit is rested. Fans did not like that.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Oilers Power Play 1 for 1 in this game. Shoot it.
Here's McDavid across to Bouchard. Scores! Evan Bouchard off the right wing. That took no time at all. He goes upstairs, and the Edmonton Oilers are up 3-2.
Well, Draisaitl wins a clean draw, and Connor attacks coming downhill, and they have to honor Connor. And then Bouchard with just a great shot, almost identical to the Cutter Gauthier goal, as he rips one off the right flank, high to the glove side on Lukáš Dostal. Elite level finish from Bouchard, who has had a challenging series, but does have a couple points tonight.
3:27, time of the goal. As Evan Bouchard goes high on Lukáš Dostal, and McDavid will pick up the first assist. That's his second assist of the game. And the Oilers have a 3-2 lead on the Ducks here in the third period.
Got to tell you, a bit of a tough call against Anaheim on McTavish on the reach on Szymanski, but given that Edmonton had 4 straight penalties, maybe it was inevitable.
At his own line is Ekholm. Up the right wing, bounced it out to center. Lacombe will shoot it in. Ekholm around the boards. Trouba could not keep it in, and it does come out as Trouba side his own zone to Lacombe. Now on the right wing to Palin. Palin checked at the Edmonton blue line. Lazar to Frederick. Into Anaheim territory, bounces it towards the net, and it will go in behind it. Roslovic hacks it over to the right side. Emberson in from the right point, the shot, and that one goes off a body and wide, and Seneca's to center ice. Seneca into the Oilers zone, got caught by Roslovic. The puck to the right wing corner. Emberson over to Wallman. Wallman on the left wing will up in the air, get it out. The puck, it's in the neutral zone to Frederick as he'll dump it in.
Cam, if I haven't said it once, I'll say it 18 times in this series. Beckett Seneca is going to become one heck of a... He's already a really good player. He's going to become a hell of a player.
Puck just into the Oilers zone. McDavid and Draisaitl with the assists on the goal by Bouchard. And the puck comes in on the right, and the long shot by Kapanen goes wide. Paling to center ice. Draisaitl with points in all 4 games in this series. It goes in behind the Edmonton net, around to the right wing point. Trouba's shot blocked in front of the net by Nurse, and Draisaitl will get it out. 3-2 Oilers. We have played 5:20 of this third period. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy, his pass or rim attempt goes off a body. On the left wing point is Minchikov. Over to the right, Gauthier had to just get past him. So it's Podkolzin behind the goal to Nurse. Now off the glass, past Carlson and out. Carlson at his own blue line to Minchikov. Now on the right, John Carlson will drill it in. Wallman across to Emberson. Emberson on the left wing. Through the middle of Dickinson. That is smacked away from him. Washi will come in on the left side. The shot and the save by Jari. The rebound sits in front of the net. Roslovic is able to skate it out through the middle. Roslovic to center ice. Softly dumped the puck into the Anaheim zone. It goes to the left wing corner. Up against the boards is Washi, and he'll go in behind the net with Hyman right on him. Puck came free. Dickinson to the right wing point to Emberson. Now over to Wallman. His shot, and that got blocked by Viel. 3-2, Edmonton leads. We're here in the third. 6.5 gone. Up the left wing boards. Hines to Hellison.
Nice job. Wallman just took away time and space from him.
Closed the gap, took the puck, gave it to McDavid. He'll shoot it in. Dostal and it into the right corner for Hines. It's behind the Anaheim net now. Rimming it, Ekholm to keep it in. It gets into the left wing corner. Hines will try the right side. Pinching down was Bouchard. Puck goes to Savoy. A shot off a duck stick into the left wing corner, and Hellison will get it out. That's going to be icing, though. 3-2 Oilers lead. 7:08 gone here in the third. Faceoff will be to the right of Dostal.
And if you're watching Connor McDavid's deployment in this game, it is clear that Chris Knoblauch is trying to ease the workload a little bit, even though he has killed some penalties, but the Oilers have been shorthanded 4 for 4. Edmonton 2 for 2 on the power play. The Ducks 2 for 4.
Center was Killorn. He'll shoot it in. The puck in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Nurse up the boards, but Killorn was in the way. Puck goes to the line. Trouba over to Lacombe, is shot, and that goes over the Edmonton net. Trouba on the right wing. Keep it in, only for a moment. Frederick will get it out, but we'll say that's a hand pass. So we get the whistle. We're going to take a break. 3-2, Oilers lead. 7 minutes, 33 seconds gone here in the third period. It is game 4. The Oilers and the Ducks in the first round. Ducks lead the series 2-1. We'll be right back from the Honda Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You think you know the Brick? Well, did you know that Edmonton is where we started? And that's why we're proud to be a sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers. Can't make it to a game? Well, the Brick is the place to build your ultimate sports viewing room. We've got an unreal selection of game-worthy seating and the best TV and home theater brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. So, if it's time to upgrade for the big game, think the Brick. A proud sponsor of your Edmonton Oilers.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown and Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown and Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-2, Oilers leading the Ducks. 7:33 gone here in the third. Evan Bouchard with a power play goal in the third period has put the Oilers in the lead. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Tristan Jarry. Draisaitl will take the draw against McTavish.
Yep. So you have two face-off men out there. Fredericks was 58% in the circle. The best part of his game was he was not bad on face-offs.
He's got to take this one.
I think he's a guy that got to get involved in PK next year.
Cleared out by Nurse. Minchikov across his line to John Carlson. He'll hammer it in. He comes around the boards and out. Carlson will try it again. And that hit the dasher, goes up in the air and off the mesh. So the second time didn't work either. It'd be a face-off outside the Oiler line.
So they got John Carlson and they got Jacob Trouba, both unrestricted free agents, not to mention Radko Gudas. And some people have suggested to me that the Ducks would, they certainly have the cap space to get both guys signed. Of course, they're not playing Olin Zellweger, who's an undersized left shot. Those guys are both righties, so we're talking about John Carlson and Trouba. But I just wonder, they're telling me that they think they might only sign one of them. And I'm like, you got the cap space. Those guys are playing 24, 25 minutes each game. I'd find a way to have those guys back if I was Anaheim.
Dumped into the Oilers zone. I'm guessing they're happy with Tyson Hines and his development.
Well, clearly, because he's playing ahead of Zellweger right now.
Spent most of the year in San Diego in the American Hockey League, and Hines a regular here in the playoffs. The puck in the left wing corner of the Edmonton end. Lacombe battling, it comes loose in front. Leo Carlson had it knocked off his stick, and it comes out. That was almost a great chance for Leo Carlson.
Well, Leon Draisaitl never quit on the play.
Good thing. Seneca at the Oiler blue line, off the boards and in. Emberson to Wallman. Wallman up the left wing. It goes to center ice. Hellison will shoot it in.
That's the play I hate for Edmonton. They've changed the forecheck now. You got to get pucks out.
Up the left side, Hyman. One-handed into the duck zone as Killorn into the corner, gave it to Hines. Hines around the boards. Wallman to keep it in, gave it to Dickinson. Now to Hyman in the left wing corner. Hyman in behind the net. Over to the right. Hyman still with it off the side of the net. It goes to the side of the goal. Granlund almost lost that, but up the left wing, Killorn will get it out. To center ice to Hines. He'll shoot the puck into the Edmonton end. Wallman's got it in the left wing corner. Will go in behind the net. Flushed out of there by Washi. And then Moore will keep it in. 10.5 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead here in game 4.
Nugent Hopkins is up now instead of Hyman, and they've moved Savoy from left to right side with McDavid.
The puck in the neutral zone. A little stick lift by McDavid. Steals it, comes down the left wing. A shot, and the save made by Dostal as McDavid tried to go 5-hole. The puck on the left wing. Nugent Hopkins up against the boards. Ekholm keep down from the point. They battle. And Nugent Hopkins will chop it into the left wing corner.
McDavid again really limiting the shift length here.
The right wing, McTavish had to go off the heel of his stick. The puck goes into the Anaheim zone, and it's Trouba on the right wing. Trouba through the middle to Paling. Now down the left side. Kreider, a shot saved by Jari. The puck flipped up in the air and out.
Great stop by Tristan Jari there.
And it's going to be an icing call against the Oilers with 9:31 to go in the third. Edmonton up 3-2, and Tristan Jari with a great save. The face-off will be to the right of Jari.
We get Carlson out here with Gauthier and Terry. Load them up.
Congratulations on being tonight's big winner. Thank you.
All right, Draisaitl will take the draw for Edmonton. Nope, he stays. Draisaitl stays in there.
He's got to stay in. Oilers don't have a second face-off man.
Puck to the point. Lacombe to Trouba. Shot on net and his save made by Jari. He held on to it. We're going to take a break. We get 9:26 to go here in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead the Ducks in game 4 this first round series. We'll be right back to the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, 3-2 Oilers lead the Ducks in game 4. 9:26 to go in the third period. Face-off to the left of Tristan Jari. Evan Bouchard scoring on the power play here in the third period to give the Oilers the lead as Nurse in front of his net banks it out to center ice. Frederick up the right wing will get it into the Duck zone as Lacombe has to turn on it. Cross to Trouba. Trouba up the left wing for Kreider. Murphy comes in, disrupts it. Puck to the right wing corner. Podkolzin over on the left side to Kapanen. Trouba comes in for Anaheim. Off the boards, got it out. Nurse will dump it back in. As Lacombe, left wing corner. Long pass, and Gauthier got his stick on it, so it won't be icing. Wallman turns at the side of the Edmonton net. Through the middle, off of Frederick, and that'll hit the end boards. Minchikov behind his goal. On the left wing to Seneca. The spin off the check of Frederick, but Szymanski can keep it in. This time, Granlund got it out. Szymanski will dump it right back in.
30-second shifts here for Edmonton.
8:20 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead. The right wing is Granlund through center ice to Seneca. Comes into the Oilers zone on the right side. A shot, blocker save. It comes in front of the net. Good save made by Jari as Kaloran with the opportunity. And Frederick got it out. And here's Frederick down the left wing. Into the Anaheim end. A shot blocker save by Dostal. He will cover it with 8 minutes to go in the third. And Edmonton up 3-2. Faceoff will be to the right of Dostal. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Savoy on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm.
Oh, good effort there from Frederick, and smart play because he forces an offensive zone draw for the Oilers, a D zone draw for Anaheim.
McDavid wins the draw. Ekholm on the left wing. Off the boards over to the right. Goes to the blue line on that right side. Bouchard will pump it right back around. Trouba will clear it out off of Moore. And at the Oiler blue line, get a glove pass by the Ducks. They get the whistle with 7:44 to go here in the third. Edmonton up 3-2. Kapanen, Nugent Hopkins, and Bouchard scoring for the Oilers. Gauthier and Granlund with the goals for Anaheim. McDavid into the face-off circle with Granlund. McDavid to Ekholm. Now across to Bouchard. Up the right wing. Directed into the Anaheim bench off the stick of Savoy. So we'll have a center ice face-off. Ekholm to Bouchard. Inside the Edmonton end. Through the middle to McDavid. Steers it in. Turning on it is Lacombe. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right wing. Off the right wing boards and out to Seneca. Now to Lacombe. He's able to golf it into the Oiler end. So Ekholm on the right to Bouchard. Out through the middle of the ice.
Oh, man.
That's going to be an icing call.
I'm not sure Evan realized he had as much time and space as he did, but he airmailed that one out. And I know I've talked about the fact, don't force any plays. Sometimes you got to punt. But that time I don't think he needed to punt.
All right, face off to the right of Jari. 3-2 Edmonton here in game 4.
Now, McDavid does have both Nugent Hopkins and Savoy that can take face-offs. I know Savoy's played a lot of left and right wing, but he was a center most of his career growing up.
And Bouchard to the right wing corner, up the boards, and good work by Savoy to tie up with Minchikov. The puck comes out. John Carlson into the Oilers zone to Viel, a shot, and the save made by Jari, and he's able to hold on to it. Anaheim had plenty going to the front of the net. It's important that Jari didn't have a rebound on that shot by Jeffrey Viel. John Carlson was parked right in front of the goal.
Draisaitl comes out for a D-zone draw. They got Podkolzin out there with him, and probably Frederick again. So Frederick's being deployed here as a second center option. It
spins back to the right wing point. Carlson on the point. behind the net off of Viel, and at the top of the circle, Frederick couldn't get it out. Lacombe was able to keep it in. Glove down by Draisaitl to the line, and Lacombe kept it in again, this time to Moore. Moore, the snapshot, it's blocked, following up. Carlson in front of the net. He was looking for on the right side to Washi, and he missed on the redirection. Otherwise, he had an empty net. Off the left wing is Lacombe. Over to Carlson, shot, poked in net, scores. Right in front of the goal. It was sitting there for him. And Viel found the loose puck, got it underneath Jari, and this game's tied at 3. Anaheim able to keep it in the zone.
Got to get pucks out.
Yep.
Didn't do it.
Shot from the point got blocked.
It was Lacombe and Carlson again.
And after the shot got blocked, it went down to Viel. As he was falling to the ice, he poked at it. And that goes underneath Jari. 13:31 time of the goal. Puck goes into the Oiler bench off the draw.
Well, Draisaitl lost the face-off. The Oilers had chances to make plays and couldn't. And Anaheim's put up 34 shots on goal here. Edmonton's only got 24 shots.
All right, Lacombe will shoot it in. Nurse to Murphy on the right wing to Dickinson. Up the right wing to Roslovic. Off the boards and in. It's in behind the Anaheim net. Trouba to Kreider. Goes off his skate to Lacombe. Cross to Trouba. We got 6 minutes to go in the third. Tied at 3 as Paling will get the puck into the Oiler end. Into the left wing corner. It's top of the circle. Dickinson will get it out. Through the middle for Hyman. Hyman a long shot. Blocker to side by Dostal. Hyman gets his own rebound. Bounce it in behind the net. Minchikov up the left wing to Killorn. He'll get it out to Seneca. He's got speed into the Oiler end. To the middle to Carlson. To Seneca. The shot and the save by Jari. He'll cover it up. With 5:33 to go here in the third. Game 4, this first round series, tied up at 3. We're going to take a break from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new Volcano Pizza. They keep bringing the flavor. Born in oil country, made in oil country. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
5:33 to go in the third. Cam Moon with Bob Stauffer here at the Honda Center in Anaheim. This game tied at 3 as the teams have exchanged goals here in the third period. Evan Bouchard for Edmonton. Jeffrey Viel has the goal for the Ducks. Face off to the right of Jari. The puck to the right wing corner. Bouchard taken to the corner. Granlund to Killorn, now to Seneca through the middle of the ice, but between the defensemen, it gets out.
They're winning a lot of puck battles down low. Final 5 minutes here.
Trouba to Lacombe. Now to Trouba. Up the left wing to Seneca. Into the Oiler end. Cuts across the top. Is forced to the right wing. He'll get it to the line, and Karlsson's shot doesn't get through. McDavid's going to come out with it. It's McDavid into the Anaheim zone down the right wing. He'll go to the net. The shot and the pad save made by Dostal. The puck on the right wing. It's Frederick. Great chance there for McDavid. Frederick to the blue line. To Bouchard, a riser that goes wide. McDavid to the left wing for Nurse. And they'll say that's a glove pass. What a chance there for Connor McDavid. We got 4:39 to go in the third, and the game's tied at 3.
Well, he walked the D and froze his man, and then almost around Dostal. Oh, he elevates the puck. Would have been a great goal.
Oh, so close. Dostal just getting the right pad across, and he had to stretch out completely. Face-off coming outside the Anaheim line.
And the glove pass. Fourth line on the ice here. 4:39 left. Nobody take a penalty. Don't turn the puck over.
Szymanski taking the draw against Palin. Trouba to Lacombe, up the left wing to Kreider. Off his stick it in. Jari around the glass. That goes off of McTavish to the blue line to Lacombe. Off the right wing boards to McTavish. Behind the net to Kreider. Kreider over to the left wing. To the left wing point. Lacombe to Trouba. A shot. Glove save made by Jari. With 4:16 to go in the third. This game tied at 3. Ducks lead the series 2-1.
I don't think there's any question. The 2 games here, Anaheim's been the better team. I mean, the Oilers have hung around in this game. It's concerning. I mean, they've had a couple spurts. Certainly the first 10 minutes of the game. Ducks are able to go deeper in their lineup right now, it does appear.
Draisaitl out of the face-off circle, and comes Frederick. Take the draw against Washi. And the puck to the right wing point. Karlsson to the corner, where Nurse can shoot it around to Draisaitl. Frederick will join the play, and he gives it to Frederick. He'll come in. He couldn't get a shot. The puck in the slot and cleared by Washi. Nurse with it in his own zone through the middle. Off the left wing boards to Draisaitl. Just got it into the Anaheim end as Lacombe goes in behind his net. The left wing corner across to Karlsson. And it's John Karlsson on the right side. Karlsson slowly makes his way through the neutral zone, and at center will dump it in. That skips in front of Jari, stops it, gave it to Wallman. Up the left wing, it goes off his stick. Oh, that almost was a giveaway to Gauthier. As Trouba to Terry. Right wing, Gauthier able to steer it into the Oilers zone. Wallman over to Emberson. Up the right wing for Hyman. Will leave the puck to Dickinson. Off the boards and in with 3:08 to go here in the third. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. Puck cleared out.
David on.
Ekholm in behind the Edmonton goal now through the middle of the ice. Cross on the right to Bouchard, off of Nugent Hopkins and in. Karlsson behind his goal. On the right wing, just off Seneca, was able to get it out. That's going to go down into the Edmonton end as Killorn puts the pressure on Bouchard. They're behind the Edmonton net. Puck goes to the left wing. Granlund. His pass for Killorn, broken up by Bouchard. Puck to the blue line. Minchikov keeps it in. Ekholm in the left wing corner. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard will flip it up. Off of Minchikov to Karlsson in his own end. Across to Minchikov. For Karlsson on the right wing. Paling's able to get the puck into the Oilers zone. So Murphy will shoot it to the right. Lacombe trying to keep it in as Kapanen. Good work. Battles to get it out. They'll go down into Anaheim territory. 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Tied at 3 in Game 4. Up the right wing, Kreider. Right side to McTavish. Comes into the Oilers zone. One hands it into the slot, but Draisaitl can get it out. Give it to Kapanen. Now to Draisaitl. Over the Anaheim blue line. Floats it across, and it will curl just out. Wallman to Bouchard. Bouchard, right wing. Now to Hyman. It comes into the Anaheim end in the right wing corner. Puck up against the boards. Dickinson taken down to the ice by Washi. Puck goes on the left wing, and it is Vial to get it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Minute 15 to go in the third.
Gonna have to airmail it.
Bouchard on the right side to Hyman. Hyman taken to the boards by Washi. It's just inside the Anaheim zone. John Carlson has it on the right wing. We're coming up to the last minute of the third. Oilers and Ducks tied up at 3. Puck turned over at center. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid down the right wing. Drives on net, and the save made by Dostal. The puck on the left, and now out through the middle comes Terry. Terry into the Oiler end. Right wing for Gauthier. Across, Lacombe shot. Great job by Savoy. It was jammed on net, and the save by Jari. And the puck cleared out. 34 seconds to go here in the third period. Trouba will shoot it in. Right wing, Draisaitl to Murphy behind the Edmonton net. Shovels it around to the point. Trouba will keep it in. Knocked down by Murphy. 20 seconds left to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins will take it in behind his goal. And there's going to be no forecheck, so he can just let the time come off the clock. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks are going to need extra in this one. Tied at 3 after 60 minutes. And for the first time in the series, we go to overtime.
Well, got to give them credit, the Ducks. I mean, a power play goal, tremendous setup from McDavid to Draisaitl. But I think Anaheim, remember, Edmonton was out shooting the Ducks 8-4 at one point in this game. Since then, it's 32-19 for Anaheim. And I think Anaheim's been the quicker, fastest team. They've had a greater support off the rush. That's created some late looks. Jari's had a decent start for Edmonton. I mean, he had the first goal from Gauthier was powdered in on the power play. It was just a fantastic shot. The second one, Granlund, good play on the power play. The last one, the Oilers had 2 chances to get rid of a puck with 6.5 minutes left in the game. They couldn't. So we're going to go to overtime.
All right. We'll need a little extra. This series, this is Game 4. Anaheim leads it 2-1. And we still have to see how Game 4 is going to play out. Tied at 3 after 60. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Experience the classic tale of love, obsession, and tragedy as the Alberta Ballet presents Notre Dame de Paris, May 8th and 9th at the Jubilee Auditorium. Tickets at albertaballet.com. Then get ready to lace up with the whole family as Homes by Avi presents Teddy Bear Fun Fest in support of Stollery Kids, May 9th at Rundle Park. Register now at teddybearfunfest.com.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Here's McDavid across to Bouchard. Scores! Evan Bouchard off the right wing. That took no time at all. He goes upstairs, and the Edmonton Oilers are up 3-2.
There There you go with the Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos. 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. We have yet to find a winner, and we're through regulation at Honda Center. Of course, it's Brendan Escott here, Rob Brown live at the watch party in Rogers Place. And Brownie, we've got some overtime to discuss. It's been an entertaining game. I don't know how the coaches are going to feel about this one. What's your assessment of how things have gone for Edmonton, and particularly in that third period?
I think this is carried on to what we've seen in this series. They're two fairly evenly matched hockey teams that play high-event hockey, and no lead is safe. There's going to be scoring chances. And just like the other games, whichever goaltender makes that one extra save is the one that's going to go home happy. So highly entertaining, but also probably highly nerve-wracking for any Oiler fan out there watching or listening.
Yes, very nerve-wracking indeed. My goodness, just excitement abound in this game. Power play goal for Evan Bouchard, walks in and rips a shot there. Your assessment of the continued success of this power play tonight?
Well, this is what we expected. The Oilers have the best power play in the league. The Ducks have a very poor penalty killing unit. And in the first few games, the Oilers just didn't take advantage of it. A lot of it had to do with the fact that they couldn't get control in the offensive zone. Well, this was a one face-off, which was huge. McDavid starts driving to the middle. That forces the high forward to respect McDavid. And as soon as he stays there, you slide it over to Bouchard. And like we saw with the Cutter Gauthier goal, when you have all the time in the world and you can shoot the puck, the goalie is at your mercy. And Bouchard made no mistake. So it was those are plays that the Oilers have set before they go out there, and they'll say, okay, if I win the draw, here it is. Now, all set plays that the Oilers have different options. If the forward would have gone to Bouchard, McDavid would have came on in, and he would have had another option as well. But the Oiler bid on McDavid. He gave it to Bouchard wide open, and that should have been enough. But as we know, both teams can create chances, and this has been the best goaltender game of the series. Both goaltenders have come up with big saves. This is 3-3 on the scoreboard, but this could be 5-5 or 6-6. Both goalies came up big saves down the stretch, and by far the best game by Lucas Dostal in these playoffs.
Yeah, those saves that he made on McDavid when McDavid had Seneca dead to rights, burned him down the left side of the ice and then cut around, but it was the long right leg, big foot save, really. It got past the pad, but not past the skate and the blade of Dostal when he came winding around there, Rob. It looks like he's got a determination about him in this game. You wonder how well that'll play out in overtime in this frame where it's you talk about win a period and win a game. This is win a period and potentially save your season.
Yeah, it's well. First of all, McDavid's found his other gear. Yeah. I know that a lot of people are wondering if he's hurt. He's laboring. He didn't look like he was laboring in that period. 2 incredible rushes up the ice. Now the one on Seneca, he realized that was a forward. Most defensemen can't turn with Connor McDavid. Bennett Seneca is a nice young player, but he is a forward that is not going to have any chance. McDavid just blows by him. It's McDavid has got a determination. Your best players need to be at their best to win in big games. And in this overtime period, they know the importance of it. And again, this is where veteran experience comes into play. It's in moments like this, in between periods. I know that McDavid talked about in the Olympics, going in 4 Nations, going into overtime, how there was a nervousness amongst him, but then he looks around and Crosby and Marchand and all these veteran players were loose because they'd been there before. Well, the Oilers in their dressing room, they've been in the overtimes and playoffs before, in big overtime, big moments. So this isn't too big a moment for them tonight. You wonder how the Ducks will respond, but what we've seen so far from the Ducks is a resiliency, and they just keep on coming. Both teams probably had 4 or 5 chances in the last 10 minutes to win this hockey game, So I can imagine this will be a pretty exciting overtime period.
Yeah, I would think so too. Rob Brown with us. That is our Inside the Game analyst. We will get to a quick break here. We'll check in on the news, and when we come back, we'll do the out-of-town scoreboard for our friends at Pizza 73. Right now, we're at the intermission after regulation. We're all knotted up at 3, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Oilers fans, celebrate the Stanley Cup playoffs with the bundle made for sports fans. With Rogers Xfinity Internet and TV, you'll have Canada's most reliable internet and the best entertainment experience. So you can stream Bouchard's Body Checks in every room of the house. Watch every Draisaitl Dirty Dangle at home and on the go. There it is! And admire McDavid's magic all season long. Spectacular! Bundle today and bring hockey home on Canada's best 5G Plus network. Learn more at Rogers.com/5G. Rogers, this is our game.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Now this update from the Canadian press. Talks between the U.S. and Iran have stalled, with neither side willing to make concessions, creating more uncertainty for future peace negotiations. U.S. President Donald Trump called off weekend travel plans to Pakistan for his negotiating team. Iran insisting that a U.S. blockade on its ports must end before it returns to the negotiating table. Prime Minister Mark Carney weighed in on the anniversary of the deadly attack at Vancouver's Lapu Lapu Day Festival a year ago on Sunday, saying in a statement the sorrow has been shared by the entire country. The incident killed 11 people and injured many others in what Carney called a senseless act of violence affecting Filipino communities across Canada. Canada's first parliamentary budget officer says the federal government has a communications challenge ahead of it when Ottawa tables its fiscal update this week. Former PBO Kevin Page says he's not worried about some affordability measures that have been rolled out this year, but the Liberals do have work to do to justify higher deficits. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Heavy metal equipment and rentals never stops growing, and neither should your career. Heavy metal equipment needs heavy equipment technicians, and they need them now. They've grown by another 40 haul trucks, and they need you to keep them going strong. You'll never run out of opportunity with heavy metal equipment. If you're a heavy equipment tech who wants growth, stability, and work-life balance, apply today to work in the Alberta oil sands tomorrow. Get a heavy wallet with heavy metal equipment and rentals, helping you move the earth.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make Oil Country a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 7444517.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Headed to overtime in Anaheim, knotted at 3 in Game 4. But it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Again, we'll update you on the rest of the NHL. The Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 victors over Montreal. That gave them a 2-2 tie in the series. They leveled that one off, which is what Edmonton's trying to do in this game here. Avalanche swept the Kings with their 5-1 victory in LA today. Win that one going away. Nathan McKinnon with a couple of goals, and the Sabres 6-1 over the Bruins to go up 3-1 in that series. Bakersfield Condors season comes to an end. 6-2 the final in Coachella Valley in do or die game 3 there of that best of 3 playoff series in the opening round. So a disappointing result there. Blue Jays were victorious, though, 4-2 over the Cleveland Guardians. They win that series. That is the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73. We are at the intermission. Let's get you back to overtime action. Ford Dealers NHL Hockey and the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Portage College is ready to assist you with your educational goals. Portage offers over 30 programs, and with some being delivered fully online or hybrid, they're ready to meet you where you are on your educational journey. Whether it's certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, or micro-credentials, Portage College has something to offer everyone. And with their small class sizes, you'll never get left on the bench. To learn more about Portage College's programs and services, visit portagecollege.ca. Portage College, it's about you.
Oilers fans, this is one you won't want to pass up. Step into Coventry's newest Oilers fan cave in Crystalina, where every day feels like game day. Visit any Coventry show home now through April 23rd and enter for your chance to win the ultimate show home opener prize pack, packed with unforgettable Oilers experiences and a luxury stay. Details at coventryhomes.ca. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting set for overtime. Oilers and Ducks, game 4 of this first round series. Anaheim leading 2-1. The teams trading goals in the third to have it all tied up at 3. Kapanen, Nugent Hopkins, and Bouchard have scored for Edmonton in this game. Gauthier, Granlund, and Viel for the Ducks.
Draisaitl's played more than McDavid, and Nurse and Murphy have played more than Bouchard and Ekholm.
Up the right wing, Kapanen will shoot it in. Goes Stahl to Carlson, now on the right to Seneca. Give it to Granlund, he got it out, right wing. Now to Killorn as he trying to drive to the net. One hands it on goal, save made by Jari. Puck to the left wing side. Seneca, a shot off the stick of Granlund. Puck goes to the side of the net, came in front of the goal, and there's Nurse to get it out of harm's way. And will now flip it through the neutral zone, and Draisaitl can shoot it in. Kapanen on the right wing, to the right wing corner for Podkolzin. Podkolzin on the left wing, cycling the puck for Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the top of the circle for Hyman. That went off his chance. And Granlund will come to center ice into the Oilers zone now on the left wing. Granlund in behind the net. Amberson to break it up for Dickinson. And Jason Dickinson, his pass in behind Hyman. It'll go down. It will not be icing. Roslovic was able to get in there. Now to Hyman to the right wing corner. Hyman got away from Gauthier. Puck along the boards up to the blue line where Emberson will keep it in. And just off of Dickinson in behind the net. And Leo Carlson on the right wing for the Ducks. Into the Oilers zone to Gauthier. A shot. Great stop made by Jari. He covers it up. Cutter Gauthier, who's got a tremendous shot, got one away right in the slot.
Well, Draisaitl fed Zach Hyman, and he couldn't pick it up clean. And you know what? Those were going his way for about 2 months, and now a huge draw back in the Oilers zone. And the Oilers have Nugent Hopkins out here with McDavid and Savoy. Washy against McDavid.
Face off to the left of Jari. Puck comes across on the right wing, and it's Savoy taken to the boards. The puck at the center ice line. Bouchard over to Ekholm. He'll drill it in. Puck goes in behind the Anaheim net. Trouba around on the left. Moore steers it out. Moore gets up to the neutral zone, is able to dump it in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. And Bouchard on the right wing.
And straight back into this 1-2-2.
To McDavid, off the right wing boards to Savoy. Gets it into Anaheim territory. John Carlson behind his net. On the right side.
Fourth line on the ice here for Edmonton, Cam.
Over to Minchikov. He'll shoot it in. Nurse pokes it around to Murphy. On the right side, getting it past Minchikov was Frederick, but it'll be icing against Edmonton. 2:18 gone here in the OT.
So a real important draw here. It's going to be the Lazar right side draw. He's 3 of 7 in this game against Paling.
Face off to the right of Jari. The puck at the top of the circle in the Oilers zone. Mason McTavish into the corner to Paling in front. That's underneath Jari. It's poked underneath.
It's in. It's in the net.
The Ducks think they scored. A red light never went on, and the referee never pointed as a goal.
I think it's in.
The Ducks think they've scored.
I think it's identical to the Patrick Kane overtime goal against the Flyers in Game 6.
No red light, no referee signal to a goal.
I think this puck went in.
Well, I don't know if it's completely in.
I think it's
partially in. I don't know that it totally went. The whole thing's got to cross the line.
The other thing was the whistle.
The whole puck has to cross the line. Part of it did. I don't know if all of it did.
No.
The overhead will maybe tell the story. This is a good view. I don't think it went in. I don't think the whole puck went in. Part of it did.
That angle. This may be.
This is close.
This is as close as it gets.
This is close. Murphy came in and got his stick in there to push it back underneath Jari.
Here's the call.
We have a good goal on the ice.
Plays under review. Nobody called it a goal, though,
I know.
in the moment.
I know. You could just see the way Anaheim reacted. That they thought they.
Oh, sure. No, I get that. And from behind the net, it's going to look that way. But you got to make sure that the entire puck has crossed the goal line.
That is why you put pucks to the net.
Oh, for sure it is.
You never know what happened.
Either Anaheim's up 3-1 on this series, or we're still playing.
And if it's a quick decision, you know it's going to count.
So under review. Yeah, the puck went to the front of the net, kind of pinballed underneath Jari, but it snuck under him.
He didn't know where it was.
No, he did not. Murphy came in and pushed it back under him. Did the whole puck cross the line? That's the question.
Yep. Now, that's
still not. That's not. Well, now it might be. Wow, it might be now.
It's a goal.
Yeah.
It's a goal, Cam.
Yeah, you're right.
Unfortunately for Oilers fans, this is going to count.
That's going to count. You needed the real close-up. We finally got a look at the real close-up. And, I mean, it barely got over, but I would think it's over. Although the blade of Jari's skate does disrupt the view a little bit.
It does.
But
they're going to have to make a call here.
That is so close.
Very close.
But you're right, it's probably over.
I think it's probably over.
if Jari's skate wasn't in the way, you'd know 100% for sure. It is so close. Oh, my.
This is taking a while.
It is taking, well,
they got to be sure.
It's really important.
It's a huge call.
Crowd thinks it's a goal. The Ducks think that too. But they have to be certain beyond certain.
Connor McDavid, Alex Killorn at center ice.
Yep.
Waiting for Jake Brink and Francois Saint-Laurent to
and they're looking at it down in the penalty box. You know, video review is giving it the once over.
Oilers could have used a quick whistle there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they didn't get it.
Yes. You're right.
I just don't see how they can reverse this call here. I have a feeling this building's going to be erupting here. Boy, they're taking some time.
They really are. Is Anaheim going to be up 3-1 in the series, or is it going to play on? It's looked like twice the rate. Now they've got the headsets off.
Well, he'll point, right?
Here we go.
Jake Brake.
After review, the puck completely crossed the goal line.
So Anaheim wins it 4-3 in overtime and take a 3-1 lead in this first round series.
It's not even a shot on goal that wins the game. Not even a shot on goal that wins the game.
No, it's an attempt to put it to the front of the net. And now the Ducks get their celebration after the review. .4-3 the final.
Ryan Poehling.
It's going to be
their third and fourth line guys break through. Score the game-tying and game-winning goal.
2:29 time of the goal. Their fourth line's been good the whole series.
Yep.
So Poehling gets his third of the series. McTavish is going to pick up an assist. Just a shot towards the front, well, a pass towards the front of the net.
Fourth line's on the ice for 2 goals against. Just taking a look at it, I mean, it's just, you got to find the puck there. And it's a tough sequence. And
yeah. I blew it up. We got the very close up.
I mean, even there, you don't completely see
No,
it.
you're right. The skate is in the way, but, I mean, logic would dictate that the entire puck was over the line, albeit barely. And now the Oilers have to fight to stay alive on Tuesday night in Game 5.
I think it's fair to say the Ducks have taken the series. I mean, they're up 3-1. The Oilers are in the brink, but the last 2 games, Anaheim's taken the play to Edmonton. Edmonton took the play to Anaheim in large stretches of the first 2 games. Maybe there's something about having home ice. Bottom line, the Oilers do or die on Tuesday night in Oil Country.
4-3 the final here in overtime. Ryan Poehling with the game winner. 2:29 into the OT. Jeffrey Viel, Cutter Gauthier, and Mikhail Granlund all scoring for Anaheim in this game. It was Kasperi Kapanen, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Evan Bouchard for Edmonton. Edmonton had a 2-0 lead after the opening 20.
You know what? You had a 2-0 lead in Game 1. You had a 3-2 lead. You know, you battle back from 4-2 down in Game 2, like 2-0 lead in Game 1. You give up 3 in the second, and then you find a way to come back and win that when you're up 1-0. Game 2, you know, you're down 4-2, you get to 4-4. At home, you're a veteran team. Lost the draw of the D zone that cost them the damn game.
Yeah.
Game 5, you're up 3-2 here. right? You're up 3-2. You didn't deserve to be out in game 3. You're up 3-2. You need to find a way to win that game. Tonight, you're up 2-0. Now they keep coming, and right now it looks like Anaheim's got more juice than the Oilers. That's all there is to it. And so, going to have to find a way. And at the end of the day, when you're thinking about that kind of puck going in, on the challenges that the Oilers have had virtually all season in goal. Okay, Cam, like it's, the moment that Stan Bowman elected to do the Stuart Skinner trade, it was in a game in Washington, which Skinner gave up a couple bad ones. The Oilers lost 7-4, and that's really when the Oilers, and I'm going to say it once, I'll say it 100 times. When you're on the road and you're going with one of the worst back-to-backs in the NHL, Washington and Tampa Bay, right? So the Oilers went and plus Carolina and Florida. You're playing really good teams. That has always been the toughest 4-game swing of the McDavid Draisaitl era, going into those games. And the team actually settled down in December before the Skinner trade was made. And Jarry tonight I thought was good, and it's just a crappy goal that finds its way in on him. But that's the problem. Crappy goals are finding their ways in on the Oilers netminders. And every fan in Edmonton saying the same thing. Haven't been able to get enough saves. I mean, we're 4 games into a series, and the Oilers have scored 15 goals, and they got 1 win. So I'm going to assume Connor Ingram gets the starting goal. No disrespect to Tristan tonight. I think you come back with Connor Ingram on Tuesday, and the Oilers have, they had a good start. They jumped out early. 2 games in a row here. They got the first goal of the game.
4 games in a row
in this series.
Yeah. They've scored first. Anaheim leads